Don't you want to see me naked? Huh? Huh?
I'm just actually happy that you're not, like, furious at us anymore. Why are you getting so forceful about this? I mean, it's not like, oh no, you talk to me! Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the paradigm. TuneLink, Dave, Bravo, Dave, and I'm letting them call it. It's time for more 100 Line. I'm the United States Aviator. I've been, really interested to see how this thing plays out. Alright. Okay, yeah, we're in the middle of a of this killing game, and I forgot we were starting off just like this.
Let's get to the killing. I'll just put this here. I can't wait.
It actually might be worth it in that regard to...
This hurts.
Because I know, this is interesting because I haven't usually actually used him.
Such a beautiful death.
You know what I mean?
Let's go. Here we go.
We can go and do this.
Time to use it.
Like his line attack now does 5. And this will probably do 3. And there is a world we can get the both of them.
Let's do this. Take this. All right. Here we go.
Can we actually hit the line guy from here?
My turn. Say when.
How many agility potions do I have? Is it 6? It's just 5. I mean, that's fine.
Let's go.
So like now that I'm not using like the crew that I usually use, I think this is actually good.
Got it. I've got this.
I can step this way.
Take that. My turn.
And I have 2, and I can hit him twice from here.
Here we go.
And I can't go forward 1 yet.
All right.
But now I think Airblade can get a lot of them, but it can't get all of them.
Let's get to the killing.
I'll
kill them all.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't even know if I've ever used his super attack. I probably have. I think I try and use everyone's at least once. But I don't think I did. I don't think I have used his. Takumi, calm down. That was a piece of cake. Did we get them all? It's too early to be celebrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. Hey, 3 o'clock. I will say, they just keep coming. I prepare for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between. That's fine. Anywho, I do think it would be a better bit of storytelling if, because of it would feel much more like, oh, barely any room to breathe in between, if we started this battle and there's just like little bits of things that I kind of I don't like wish games would do this, but I'm like,
ready when you are. Say when.
I still don't have your plus.
Here we go.
Terrible.
Time to use it. I've got this.
Yeah.
Got it. Good to go.
Then I can come this way.
There.
I can do that.
All right. Let's do this.
I can come this way and.
Take that. Got it. Here we go.
Step up and do. I guess I can do this. I mean, my thing is like, even if I do this twice and waste another one, I got almost 300%.
All right.
So this turn,
good to go.
I can just move again.
Gotta push it.
And move again is so good
when
you realize that that also gets the gets the stamina of the other person done.
I'm good to go.
I'm actually gonna have you stand here to get these 3.
Time for me to move
now to get these 2.
Stings, doesn't it? I'm good to go.
You can get this 1.
Let's do this.
Admittedly, it's kind of whatever.
Say when.
No, don't do that.
Good to go.
Move again.
Not bad.
There we go. To get this little guy over here. Hello. To the woo. I have no idea what I was saying. I just feel like this is gonna be a very fight-heavy route, which I feel like we haven't had in a while. Because like, you can't skip any of these battles, you know what I mean? Fighting outside is tiring. My body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself first before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murdering get me down now, would I? Hey, what's your secret? How do you kill the enemies so efficiently while conserving as much stamina, conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get in your head that the act of killing is nothing at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer, turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing. Does that really work? Anything more concrete, like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takumi. There's nothing to critique. What's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work, huh? Despite my misgivings, I decided to try out Yugumu strategy. I crept up on an invader that had just happened to be meandering nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted my sword. Yeet, yeet, spleet. And there it is, and brought it down nonchalantly. This was just work, something that had to be done. Not much to think, no need to think about it too much. I went after the next enemy rather as I repeated those words to myself. Detach yourself. I don't know how I feel about him just saying, it's just work, murdering is just work. I guess you don't kind of think of it as murdering. It's just work. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you've become another person. Yes, you have an appetite for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. I'm sorry, an aptitude, not an appetite. Two very different things. He doesn't satiate himself by murdering. An aptitude for killing? Me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. Well, might sound strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things. I tended to miss the obvious, and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day when you're older. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he wouldn't be, he would be just as evasive rather if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting rather, at one go as well. Let's look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take down another 15 before calling it a day. Nah, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. But I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who Yugumu could be talking about. You mean the girlies? Or everyone else? Over here! This'll be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers. I heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere. I quietly made my way towards the voice and peered out from behind some rubble. I feel like I'm starting to use my hemo anima better. Not even a commander can stop me now. I think... Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened powers and strengthened bonds. Don't start getting carried away, you two. Thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two is the best way to die on the battlefield. You little chicks can just stay beneath my big, strong supernatural. I ain't gonna let any of you die on my watch. You keep saying that, Takamaru, and people keep dying. I'm gonna protect y'all with my life in the name of Takamaru Yakushiji. They're hunting here too. Takamaru, Ima, and Kako weren't the only ones. I could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. We are gonna go with them. Why does inviting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? Feels like I'm really killing something alive, and all that blood, so much blood. Oh, the feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on my hands. Tsubasa, you're okay? I can give you a back rub if it makes you feel any better. I think a big one's coming. Oh, why didn't you bring any barf bags? You know that's your thing. Lady Tsubasa's about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we can give her in place of a barf bag? What is this? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. Lady Tsubasa, heave into my sheath bag if you must. Are you sure, Kiyoshika? Isn't that the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? The Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for the ladies. She'll understand. Now come, Lady Tsubasa. Let it all out and hold nothing back. I'll be fine. I pushed everything now with sheer willpower. The roilings stopped. Sorry, guys. I haven't been feeling well since this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. Well, that's not how this game works. It seems like Tsubasa's gonna die early. We're not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa. Looking out for one another's teammates is what teammates do. No wrestler's worth their salt. No wrestler worth their salt, rather, abandons their tag team partners to get ahead in the match. Well, that's not true. Ted DiBiase Jr. was tag team champion at one point, and he was fighting Cody Rhodes and a mystery opponent with and so Ted DiBiase, I forget who was tag team champions with, tagged in his partner, right? And then I think he attacked his partner by hitting his finisher, and then tagged in Cody Rhodes to reveal that he's actually Cody Rhodes' partner. So essentially, he was trading up for a better partner, and I think that's crazy, but it's also kind of brilliant, but I digress. Loyalty above self, none shall be left behind. It is the way of the warrior. That being said, I think Ted DiBiase Jr. is now in jail for a white-collar crime, so maybe he's not a wrestler worth his salt. Moko's still on or something. Takamaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kako, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I can feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that feeling. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now than when you were fighting the enemies. That confirms that your fatal flaw is the fragile mind of yours. I left the place quietly and made my way back to the school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. Oh. Takumi. He hasn't done anything wrong, you know? Well, maybe he has, actually. And when I say maybe he has, I also think maybe he hasn't. I got back to my room earlier than usual, but wasn't in the mood to do anything. Except lie upright on the bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling. What's up there? Boo. I was hoping, oh man, sponsor would be on the screen instead. I already forgot sponsor's name. I was like, Zero? I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept resurfacing in my mind and pulling me back to the wakefulness. Give her back. Give Lady Kurara back to me. Sorry, but you're on your own. I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Like I'm being punished for just being alive. Okay, well that's not... I don't think Hideko was actually quite your fault. You know? The pain of being despised was more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles could inflict on me. In the first 100 days, it wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was a friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths, so I kind of want to also peek at these routes and these pictures in particular. We got testy with each other sometimes, but we always would make up in the end. Our bonds became unbreakable. Okay, so none of those were suspicious, because I feel like they could, like, sneak another picture, because we've had that festival a handful of times on these routes as well, and there were, like, different people at the festival. I was like, if they snuck a festival picture that Takumi should not remember, I think that would be really clever. Like, if you're paying attention, you're really paying attention. Now, I didn't really look at the festival picture, so I could be wrong, actually, and they could have snuck in something that Takumi shouldn't remember, and I'm saying, like, it would be clever if they did that, and they actually did something clever. I don't think that happened, though. How do I repair our friendship? How? As I was agonizing over this matter. Is that Yugumu? Maybe he wants to discuss our strategy rather for tomorrow's hunt. Although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk, it wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. I got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Oh! Hiroko? But which one? Good, I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm Jinx. Nothing good will come out of association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else, except for Yugumu. Including you, right? You think so? No, I still don't think so. I don't think that you fall out of favor with Hiroko. I'm pretty sure she's fine with you, but she already promised Darumi. Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. I went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hiroko's fault that I'd almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hiroko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. She got a box that she'd been holding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you see. Oh, I want to see what it is. Inside was... That's not what I expected! Although, in this game, I don't think we've ever had really good things in any of these boxes except for the blessing ones. Everything else has had something real bad in it, hasn't it? It was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? Wait, no. This bee. Isn't this one of the sponsors' bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kurara was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. Oh? I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiroko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we are right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the 2 weapons they wield. 2 weapons? 2? The bee is sure. I guess the other weapon is their invincible suit. The bees is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. Okay, yeah. I put 2 and 2 together. I was gonna say, I guess you could consider that suit a weapon. But here's the thing. I feel like Hiroko should have insider intel on any way that suit could be destroyed. You know? That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow. We attacked the fellow with all of our might and didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The fellow. I don't know why. The outfit clearly had some sort of special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weakness in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about the bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower? Something like that, so are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed, but what about Yugumu? But there were some things that bothered me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked you to team up? Then you have to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely you understood the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead? Sorry, I guess I couldn't see past that big bush you were beating around. Okay, that's pretty hilarious. You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. When I was alienated, you didn't try to take my side. Can I keep it a buck with you, actually? And maybe it's just because Hiruko's trying so desperately to save everyone, right? But even if, you know, he's got all these fake memories and he thinks, Nozomi / Kara are like his OTP, I feel like as the player controlling Takumi a lot closer to Hiruko than I do Nozomi, actually. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. Okay, she knows. The person I am right now? Sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Eito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That's still fair. That's why I've been assessing you from a slight distance. To see whether you truly are right now, the person you are truly right now can be trusted. And here's the thing. I'm curious about that too. I'm not entirely sure. It's starting to make sense now. Like, why she wanted to come with me to the second to last defense academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. Okay, well this makes it really sound like you are one of those creatures. We can chat later, let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day. When the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kurara. You were the first one to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know.
Okay.
The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino, with the most disheveled and generic mug.
Whoa!
Who always puts his friends above himself.
Yo, talk about a compliment sandwich, dude. The same kind-hearted Takumi I know, with the most disheveled, ugly mug, who always puts his friends above himself. My tears threatened to spill over, despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said, now are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? Not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who would just bared their, so much of their heart to me, however. You know, I want nothing more than to do that, but I'm already with a team in Yugamu. What should we do about him?
Oh.
He's welcome to join us. His knowledge of biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. He may not want to go against the sponsor, though. No, they killed Kurara. He's down for it. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to be err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader, what? You have just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance, the ASA. Hold on a minute. Shouldn't the person who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the leadership? And you know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is not my kind of thing. No. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, you expect me to believe that after the tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days? Well, okay, that only happened for like a week and a half. If that long. It might have just been a week. I'll leave the convincing to you. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn this situation around. Defeating the invincible sponsor of the game is not impossible, but being told we could do this by Hiruko of all people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep rather, clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted my heart. And then everyone died the day after. It always feels really weird when they give me an actual save point. We're only at day 28. I wonder if this one will last 100 days. That's the big question. Or are we gonna start being knocked out again? An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Yugumo agreed to the anti-sponsor alliance so readily I almost feel disappointed. That's it? You're not gonna think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third or the fourth or so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive off any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will be slowly sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at a crossroads of destiny right now. Either way, either we break out of the situation by defeating the sponsor, or we're slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiroko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. What's that? Hiroko's current teammate, Takumi. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game, you know what I mean? I'm sure Hiroko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. But what does Darumi think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game. She may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner after all. I was never going to let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. That's hilarious. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? I'm sure she has her reasons. Well, I think it's to keep her in control and keep her in check to make sure she doesn't go, you know, killing game crazy, you know? That she won't reveal even if we pressed. Yes, femme fatale. Thy name is Hiroko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. Yeah, speak for yourself. Point taken. I was gonna say, he is pretty closed himself. We'll put Darumi on the back burner for now. So what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed on the first round. Oh. Hold on a minute. What did you say? Not auto. There it is. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. I understand. So it's not to end it immediately, but we can't lose. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is biology, man. I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugumo's job since he's so good at dissection. Good. You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? I'm the leader. Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How am I gonna do that? Look up books in the library or something? Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. Oh! I was gonna say Ava is already with us at this point in time, so yeah. So Ava then. Yeah. Hiroko passed me the keys to the cage in the courtyard and said she'll leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companion so easily. I know, let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer. If I do say so myself. Nope. You stay far, far away from her and wipe the drool out. You're gonna catch a fly. Close your mouth. Goodness gracious, it wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava, and I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledged. Okay, fair enough. I'll follow Hiroko's general directions as instructed. That means I'm going to earn some invader points right now. Are you ready, Takumi?
Yeah!
Yeah, ready when you are. We took our weapons out and went around attacking invaders, loitering in the ruins. Are we actually going to have to? Okay, great. I applied Yugimu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly. And bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I kept repeating to myself in my head. Detach yourself. Ooh, certainly there's gonna be an ending on this this route that's gonna be like, it's just work is the name of the ending. I like that. It's just work. Ava! No, that sponsor is not one of us. When I asked Ava about the identity of the sponsor, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean? Bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bees, the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Now here's the thing. That's true on this route specifically. I know that Vesnus does a lot of it on the other half of the non-kill Ato side, but on this kill Ato side, she hasn't done any of it. I found that weird at first, but now I see it is now better used as a plot device if she doesn't. For like this moment in particular. Divine blood, meaning the cryptoglobin running through our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I heard in my previous 100 days. Hemoanima or cryptoglobin was that absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order. Oh, that was Ema. Which proved that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kurara's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the hosts were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind? Yeah, well, their own kind. Oh. Huh? Yeah, good point. Didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. If the sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor the invader, or school invader rather, did that mean that they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking. Ava suddenly changed the subject. Remember that favor I asked you the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised you'd return it. Right, she did ask me for her mask for a while, a while back. Please return my mask to me. Huh? Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our mask. We consider them a part of us. The mask is really important to her. As much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. Sorry, Eva, I'm gonna have to go back on that promise. Oh. You'll have to bury your face for a little while longer. But why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed a hold of the bars as she protested, tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing our faces is an embarrassment, as embarrassing rather, as walking around outside without any clothing. I have seen you with no clothing, just whipped cream and strawberries, so I don't think it gets more embarrassing than that. Do you enjoy humiliating me so much? This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, Ava was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized this, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. Hey! I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. Well, you got defeated by us before. But you can't use any of your powers while you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But... Look, you just have to accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back no matter what. Oh, no matter what. Ava looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but... This is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up! Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? A maskless life isn't that bad once in a while, see? No risk of heat damage to your face. Ha 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 ha. Takumi, you're making things so much worse. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
Sorry. Huh? I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something out of character? Really out of character for her? Yeah. Ava, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot, the enemy of all maidenkind, downright pervert. I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Oh. Dang, this is really out of character for her. Ava had done a complete about face. What could have transformed that sweet docile lady just now into the sharp-tongued witch? I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, I didn't even get a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? Sniffle, sob. The shock of not being able to get her mask back made Ava burst into tears. She'd been putting on an act this whole time. I was astonished by the fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but what am I supposed to do now? I couldn't muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. We left. Okay, yeah, this is so much worse for Takumi's psyche. You know what I mean? Left so not to agitate Ava any further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Ava in a notebook. And then once night fell, it's time to have an ASA meeting.
Hey, soldiers, you never.
Yeah, goodbye, C-Ray. Oh, we have 2 more days, right? No. Yeah? Maybe? I don't know what day we started. Did we start on like day 25? Maybe we have a lot more days. The bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but the Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided the anti-sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learn anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yes, according to what Ava told me, I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. About how the bees could not have been a weapon of an invader. The blood-sucking taboo of the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked Kurara's blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party related to one of us. I'm sorry. Unknown third party to us or these school invaders. I do wonder where these bees come from because we haven't seen them on any other route. Unless it's just a route we haven't played yet. I guess they're... Look, we've seen 40% of the endings. You know what I mean? So in my brain, I'm thinking to myself, we've probably seen most of the routes then, at least the basis for these routes. So to not see these bees or like any trace of these bees anywhere is interesting. That's all from me. We're already having trouble enough with the invaders, and now there's a third party? This is highly displeasing. Well, I have known that there's a third party at this juncture, but, I'm pretty sure I know who is in that suit. But I don't know anything about the bees. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? Right, he wants some praise, actual praise. I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After some dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a parasitic wasp. A horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off of their innards. Basically, that bee was a simple scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one minor difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. Like a blood collecting device of sorts. It works more like a mosquito stinger, yeah. We also saw the bee used it to suck the blood out of Kurara. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. Oh! Oh! So where did Kurara's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? How? It's likely that's what's happening. Where? Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor is using bees to consume cryptoglobin. It's just a hypothesis or a theory. A bee theory! I mean, maybe it is using, maybe it is going into the sponsor, and I guess if the sponsor is, Kako, that is Queen Kako, Calamity Kako, G Kako, it is what it is. If that, you know, on game day recently, Thunder told me how to pronounce the Gyais. Guys, I don't remember what it was actually, because it's been it's been too long, and by too long I mean it has not been more than 24 hours. It's been more than 24 hours. This is actually the day before, behind the curtain. This is less than 24 hours before the episode releases, but you know what I mean. I don't remember how they're pronounced, but I'm not really using their names anyway. Cause she's Calamity Kaka. It would mean the sponsor absorbed Kurara's blood. A thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say. Any progress on that sponsor suit? Yes, I'd venture to say that there's some major progress, much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hiroko previously mentioned the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us rather as invincible as well? Where's the spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes is faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. I mean, we know. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. Now, here's the problem. Not only do I think one person other than you discovered it, Eito. I think there's a World War II people other than you discovered it, and I think it might be, well, maybe it's not this, I think it might, is it? I don't know, we'll see. Continue. It might just be A2 who discovered it. So, don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the unusually placid Hiroko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes rather, if even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your search. We're having a dire lack of information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going for safety first. If you actually die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Yukamu's with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You're a better fighter than Yukamu, actually. But why I digress. That's only during the battles. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first one to die last time. Please, are you talking about me? I'm much stronger than the Hiroko you knew. Darumi and I can take out a commander or 2 by ourselves. I believe her. I think Darumi might be there solely to, like, use a potion to get more, like, more chances for Hiroko to hit, actually. But you know what I mean. I think Hiroko could just do it by herself. Darumi, huh? Yumu's expression darkened at that. Hiroko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Darumi of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me.
Huh?
She loves her killing games, and I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just in my in-game partner, rather. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about what ifs right now. You can't guarantee that won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is? I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yumi continued to question Hiroko about the reason for teaming up with Darumi, but she kept quiet. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. I do wonder what... I don't know. Maybe it's to get Darumi out first. Maybe Hiroko's actually been doing most of the killing. It's been 4 days since the game started, and I'd gotten used to fighting outside the academy. I would wander rather around town quietly in search of invaders, strike them down, using as little energy as possible. There they are. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. Take their lives. That's different. Detach yourself. It's just work. Not detach yourself, take their lives. Nice. Seems I'm in pretty good form today. I doubted I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the anti-sponsor alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind as I cut down one invader after another. In a way, the sponsor and C-Ray were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against invaders. Except C-Ray never ordered us to fight outside of the academy. He always insisted we focus on the academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsor basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? Did they not want us using the revival-matic? Ooh. That's a good point. If they die out here, they don't have the revival-matic, and that's easier for the guys, to turn about and suck them up, or, you know, do their thing. Dying outside meant that our bodies couldn't be revived. Was that the sponsor's objective? To ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Hey Takumi, when did your hands go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamu's teasing. Sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now, and don't forget that Hiroko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right, sorry. I refocused my mind on the task at hand with my sword in my sword hand. My mind cleared in my mind hand. I resumed the work of hunting down invaders. Spent the better part of that morning killing together. And then we went on, as the beat goes on. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. Where are we? Oh, we're still in 4th. Yugamu's in 6th. Oh my gosh, Tsubasa's in 5th? Okay, well, hear me out. If we're talking about, like, abilities, Tsubasa probably should be up in, like, 5th. Admittedly. Like, in terms of abilities, outside of Darumi, who honestly isn't a bad unit either, but we just so rarely had Darumi during these playthroughs. It is what it is. And by during these playthroughs, I mean when we could actually level her up at this point in the game. I feel like this is not the correct ranking, but you know, it's kind of close.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
Our positions had slipped from the first day, but we were still within the top bracket. Oh yeah, I think we were like 4th and 3rd and 4th. Since it was already the 4th day, it was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic happened.
Shoma's currently in last place.
I told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot. Speaking of leaderboard positions,
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I said until, you know, she was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. Tsubasa, you promise not to say that anymore. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. No wrestler worth their soul abandons their tag team partners to get ahead in the match. She's likely benefiting from the point sharing system. What point sharing system? What, you hadn't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing invaders yourself. You must have got a notepad and started drawing on some sort of diagram. I see. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that opponent by yourself, you gain the whole 10 points. But if you help out in the fight, you gain a percentage of those 10 points. It can be 50-50, 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much the person contributed to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. I do wonder if that image would have changed if, like, Yugumu had gotten more kills than we did. Continue. Tsubasa's Hemo Anima is very versatile, so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting others. That's fair, actually. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together, like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing on their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain the support by offering to share those points with those who do. This game might not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we all work together. We're being tested on teamwork in a killing game? A killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lent itself to fostering teamwork. Had this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level, or did the sponsor have some sort of ulterior motive? I don't know what their ulterior motive would be for us to work together, you know? What should I do this afternoon? Are we actually gonna have free time? My role in the anti-sponsor alliance was to find out about the identity of the sponsor, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I felt like I needed clear direction. Like, where was I supposed to even start? If only I had a hint of sorts to help me get the ball rolling. I suppose I'll just have to ask around. Asking for information would be the best way to find out about clues that might shed more light on the situation. That being said, who wants to talk to Takumi? Asking around. Yep, that's what I'll be doing today. The others will surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in school right now approaching them out of the blue. But I can't just hole up in my room all day without at least trying something. I steeled myself before dashing out of the room. I was gonna say, where has the sponsor been? And there are people who will talk to me, like Mocha would talk to me, Takamaru would talk to me. You wouldn't, but you would. You might not talk to me now either. You probably would. That being said, I might not want to talk to Garumi, but I feel like I'm gonna have to. Says talk to everyone. Tsubasa, what's up? Takumi. Tsubasa lowered her eyes awkwardly when I called out to her. I'm sorry for abandoning you the other day. Did everything turn out all right after that? Yeah, I managed to walk away with my life somehow. Yugumu and I are on a team now. I'm just glad you're safe. I don't want to see any more of my friends dying. That means Shoma's in trouble for the first round, huh? Why? He's not taking part in the game at all. Takamaru's been pulling all the stops to invite him, but he refuses to even leave his room. I see. Shoma's probably going to be die first, rather, if he continues like this. But we could save him if we took down the sponsor before that happened. Tsubasa, do you know anything about the sponsor? I'm trying to figure out their true identity. That's a question I'd like to answer myself. Why did they show up and make us take part in this killing game? None of it makes any sense. Okay, well, we did get some information in the form that Shoma's not participating. Moko. Out in the gym. Probably training. What's up, Moxa? Info about the sponsor's identity. Oh my, you investigating that too? Was someone else investigating? As in you're also looking into this? You bet. I even tried to film a day-in-the-life documentary of the sponsor some time ago. Day in the life? No. First, I made a camera with the Gift-O-Matic and I tailed the sponsor around for 24 hours. That way, if they ever revealed their face during that time, we'd catch it on film. And did you? Well, I wish. I think we'd know. They cling to that spacesuit like it was the championship belt itself. How is it possible to carry out any sort of daily routine with that suit on? What about food? Oh, the sponsor doesn't eat. Doesn't eat? Yeah, I never saw them eat or sleep even once. Just kept buzzing orders to their B underlings day in and day out. The sponsor can stay active for 24 hours without food or sleep. Sounded unbelievable to me, but Moko wasn't the type to tell tall tales. We're dealing with a real main event headliner here. Better be ready for a Royal Rumble if you're trying to unveil their real identity, yeah. Okay. Royal Rumble. I think you guys already are very familiar with Rumbles. They've been in the Hunger Games and in the AWE at this point. Royal Rumble is the name of the most famous one in the the WWE, I suppose. In all of wrestling, it's the most famous Rumble style match. Go ahead, Takamaru. Hey, Takamaru, can I have a minute? I'm gathering information about the sponsor right now, and sorry, man, I ain't getting nothing to say to you. You're just bad luck these days. Everything you touch turns to ashes. Okay, Takamaru, never mind. We're not cool right now. Bad luck, huh? Just part of being the school jinx, I guess. Huh? Yeah, actually, Takamaru, screw you, dude. This isn't gonna help either. I don't think anyone else here besides Darumi is gonna talk to me. Like you, unless you're gonna apologize to me, which would be crazy, I'll click Nozomi. Yeah, whatever. Do not speak to me as if we were friends. I will never, ever forgive you for sending Lady Kurara to her dismal demise. Be gone, accursed Grim Reaper, and give Lady Kurara back to me. Calm down, Kiyoshika. Sorry, Takumi, but Kiyoshika's still very angry about what happened, so... I knew I wasn't popular, but having such vitriol spewed directly in my face was a sobering experience. Yeah, whatever. I was gonna say, I expected that to happen. Admittedly, you're not gonna be happy with me either. You're gonna be like, did you bring my mask? Ava was as hell looking as dejected as I'd left her, and she was clearly aghast at not being able to get her mask back. Can you just go get her mask? I feel bad for Ava all the time, dude. This is bliss. Whoa, who just shouted? It is I, Darumi, and I'm shouting because this is the happiest I've ever been. Killing game, check. Mistress Hiroko's lapdog, check. Killing, like every day and night, check, and a check. Hehe. And Mistress Hiroko's loyal lapdog in a killing game? What else does a person need to be happy in life? Just thinking about how I'm gonna wring the innards out of those invaders tomorrow releases so many endorphins into my brain. I may just pass out from sheer pleasure. Oh boy. Darumi was enjoying the current situation with every fiber of her being. I still can't understand why Hiroko would team up with someone like that. Okay, you didn't really collect that much information. I learned a lot and was glad I'd mustered up the courage to talk to everyone. You didn't really learn a lot, dude. You learned that the sponsor was up all day, every day, and doesn't eat or sleep. That's it. That's literally all that you learned. After putting the information down in a notebook, I prepared for the nightly meeting.
Well then. Yep,
good night. It's time for the nightly meeting. Hello, team. For the Anti-Sponsor Alliance, the bedtime announcement was now a call to action instead of a reminder to rest. A sign for us to gather and report on our day's findings. So now we know it's highly possible the sponsor doesn't eat or sleep. And still manages to be so powerful. They should just quit sponsoring killing games and go make a killing in the business world instead. Who wouldn't be impressed by a corporate soldier who can work all day and night? This is neither the time nor place to be joking around. It's precisely the time and place to be funny, and morbid humor is the best way to deal with morbid situations. That's just how strong the enemy we're up against is, right, Hiroko? This sponsor is an enigma. Stays active for 24 hours without any sort of nutritional replenishment. Are we dealing with a robot? We can't rule out the possibility, considering we know very little of their identity. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was very remarkable for a person of your intelligence. Okay, same actual exact dialogue. Was that a joke? It must be. Your entire existence is one. Oh my gosh, that's not a backhanded compliment. That's just insult. Well, aren't you something yourself? That sprite is hilarious. I'm so angry. Jerk. Allow me to share my additional findings on the bee's anatomy next. I got down to business by dismembering the bee to its smallest parts. Some interesting truths were uncovered as a result. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place when you even look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort at all. Okay. So we just have to, you know, snap the stingers. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. The bees killed Kurara like that. Well, like it was nothing, rather. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, hemoanima. The ability to move around without needing to eat or rest. Hemoanima enhanced bees. The more we try and pry into the sponsor's business, the more of their uncanny strengths we seem to discover. But none of these proved that the sponsor themselves was impossible to defeat. But it does prove that the sponsor uses hemoanima, you know what I mean? If we could just find a way to get them out of that invincibility suit. Last but not least, let's hear what Hiroko has to tell us. Did you find that spare suit we talked about? Yes, I pinpointed the location yesterday. If all goes well, I should be able to get my hands on the suit by tomorrow. Really? Honestly, I wasn't expecting to find it so soon either. Once we actually have it, uncovering a weakness or two should be a trivial work. Unfortunately for the sponsor, their invader hunt is about to draw to a permanent close. And to end this abominable invader hunt seemed like a dream, but Hiroko seemed confident that the odds were in our favor. Anything we can do to help to secure that suit? Quite a lot, in fact. I'd venture to say I couldn't possibly recover the suit without your help. The suit's located somewhere south of the campus. Actually getting the suit is going to be the easy part. The thing is, if the bees flying around find out what we're doing, all of our efforts will go down the drain. Right. Because then the sponsor would realize what we're up to. And that's why we're going to need a little bit of creative prep work to hoodwink these roaming bees. With that preface, Hiroko shared with us a brief outline of her plan. Our operation commences at 7 a.m. tomorrow. The three of us will, plus Darumi, will head south in the direction of town. Once we're in the vicinity of this area, we'll start hunting down invaders. As we do so, I'll destroy the ruins around that area in the flashiest way possible, kicking up as much dust and ash in the air as we can. I'll use the sudden drop in visibility to camouflage and secretly move to the place with the spare suit without being discovered by the bees. We'll meet up once we find the suit. And rush back to the school to examine it until we can discover its weakness. After we ascertain a way to destroy the invincibility suit, it's time to shut down. It's showdown time, rather, with the sponsor. I don't think this is gonna work that well, you guys. Hiroko's plan was simple but bold. She would absolutely end everything tomorrow if circumstances allowed, but the invader hunt and the sponsor themselves. We opened Takumi and Yugamu. An earnest plea for help from Hiroko, without her usual barbs, was a straight yes from me. I nodded vigorously. Of course I'll help. Let's get that suit and bring down the sponsor to get... I'm against this plan. I won't be joining it because of Darumi. What's gotten into you, Yugamu? Is there something wrong with the plan? Yes, Darumi. Nothing wrong with the plan per se. What's wrong is one of the participants. Hiroko, why are you letting Darumi join the operation tomorrow? You've been insisting this entire time that she's nothing but your in-game partner, not a member of the anti-sponsor alliance. She's very strong, she'll be useful in combat. That's nice, but what guarantee is there that she won't turn around and slit our throats after learning of the plan? She lives and breathes killing games. I can hardly picture her lunging at us in an unrestrained anger when she finds out we're trying to put a stop to her beloved game. You're overthinking this. She'll be too engrossed in her game to even notice what we're doing. That's my point. Yes, it's counterproductive to let someone engrossed with killing games into our confidence. I disagree. I'm bringing her along tomorrow by hook or by crook. I have my reasons. Such as... The discussion was leading nowhere. Neither Hiroko or Yugamu seemed to be willing to compromise. Tomorrow's operation would be aborted if we didn't find a way to break the stalemate. I had to do something. I'm afraid I have to take Yugamu's side this time, Hiroko. We're putting our lives on the line tomorrow. At the same time, you're trying to involve someone outside of this alliance. You can't blame us for feeling hesitant. Even you think so? She averted her eyes and bit her lip. Fine. I won't ask for your help anymore. I'll get the suit myself. Hold on, wait, no, I'm not finding fault with you or anything. Reached out quickly and grabbed Hiroko's hand before she could leave the room. We understand you have your secrets that you can't fully share with us, and we know you have your reasons. But can't you at least tell us something? Has to be something out of the ordinary, right? You're not the type to insist on doing things your way for the mere selfish reasons. And how are you so sure I'm not? Because I've been there before, Hiroko. Because you trusted me, so I trust you too. It was Hiroko who trusted me, and she was like, man, this is my Takumi. This is the Takumi I know. It was Hiroko who trusted me and brought me out when everyone else was shunning me and calling me a jinx. I know how it is, buddy. That's rough, buddy. She needed help. I wanted to do everything in my power to help her. I quietly pleaded with Hiroko while intensely staring at her with in the eyes, rather, and I had these puppy dog eyes like, please tell me things. Praying hard that she would trust and lean on me. And then... it was a sigh of resignation. The trouble with your generic face is how it completely disarms me when you're spouting occasional hero-like rhetoric. She's like, man, I'd really, man, fine, Takumi. Okay, look. Very well, you will have a full explanation on why I must bring Jerome along. Really? Yes, but not here outside. I'll be waiting for you on the roof. Come alone. With that, she exited the room, but her wanting to meet me alone would mean... Oh, for the love of murder, I'm the outcast now. I don't mind, go ahead, Takumi. I'll be right here, keeping your bed warm until you return. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks! I'll be right back after I hear what she has to say. Also, don't touch my bed. There you go, Takumi. No promises. Please, promise? I left Yugumu behind in my room and went to the roof. Are we gonna sit down on the side? Huh? Hiroko. Didn't see Hiroko on the roof anywhere, even though she said she'd be waiting there for me, unless she went back to her room. Over here, Takumi. Yeah, we're here again, man. This is where I started, y'all. This is where I started. This is bringing back so many memories of when she said kiss me, and then we didn't do it, and then she said kiss me, and we got flown off the roof. I turned towards the direction of the voice and saw Hiroko seated on the ledge. She was staring intently at something, and I followed her gaze and... The moon! I'm sorry, the fake moon. The artificial satellite. Was there floating in the sky? Does that mean this planet doesn't have a moon? That's not something I thought about. I wonder how their tides and stuff are.
Do you long to see the people living there again?
No. Her question was sudden and unexpected.
Of course I do. That's what I'm fighting so hard for.
Does this Hiroko remember the truth? Because she was alive once we learned the truth, you know what I mean? I wonder. I actually do wonder that.
Yes, you would be right. We're all fighting here because there are people we want to see again. We'll be able to go back to them after this war ends.
Wow.
That's what motivates us to keep going. In other words, that's why we're so determined not to die here. However, Darumi has none of that. She's got nowhere to return to.
Well, none of us do, actually.
Nowhere? Surely she has family who can take her in.
Not all families are worth going back to. Not that I expect you to understand.
So, hear me out. That means that this Hiroko doesn't know the truth, which is interesting. What I do want to point out is, I think he should realize that based on all the stories that Darumi has told. She was right, I didn't understand. How could I? It was my cherished dream to be surrounded by my parents in Karawa at the dinner table again someday.
Takumi, do you know why Darumi is so enamored with killing games?
Because she wants to die.
No.
It's very simple. She grew up in an environment that was like a killing game in itself.
Okay, fair enough.
If she'd let her guard down, even for a brief moment, she'd be abused by her parents or teachers.
Why couldn't you tell this to Yugamu?
Punishment
Yugamu.
awaited her at every turn
Oh, it's
for no
punishment time?
reason other than the adults in her life having a bad day. None of the grown-ups who were supposed to be looking out for her reached out to help in her time of need. You see? Just like a killing game, right?
Why does she long for one? I had an inkling Darumi may not have come from the best of family environments, but I had no idea it was that bad. I'm not surprised leeching off to someone else without ever giving anything back and abusing them on top of that. Sounds like my scumbag brother. Just like how he ignored all of the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence. I thought she was honestly just like spewing things, but I know that she kind of is, but why did they give her this background, dude? Because we know that they that none of these memories are real, you know what I mean? Why did they do this? Dad goes to the horse races on Sunday afternoons and beats me when he loses his bets. She wasn't kidding about that?
And when you go through life living like that, you can't help but wonder, why only me?
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why can't everyone suffer together with me? Young and old, male and female. We should all suffer together.
Oh, poor Darumi.
Use up our lives, our very existences, to entertain ourselves through misery. That's why she loves her killing game so much. It's the closest thing to her ideal world she can find.
So she was being dead serious when she talked about wanting to start a killing game.
Dead and buried 6 feet underground. She would have given her life for it.
Dang. What sort of mentality could drive a person to be this desperate for a killing game to begin with? Well, I mean, we know what kind of background
Her
inspired her
wish
now.
to see the whole world turn into a killing game was never going to come true under normal circumstances.
But here,
But as fate decreed, that wish somehow actually did come true.
when the sponsor showed up, the sponsor of the killing game suddenly appeared in midair one day. Darumi must have felt like her childhood dream was finally coming true. That's a lot of B's, actually.
She's on cloud 9 right now, living out a dream that once seemed impossible to achieve. And she intends to die in it,
Yeah.
after playing to her heart's content.
Die? Even though her dream finally came true.
Exactly. Now that her dream has come true, she has nothing to live for anymore.
Ooh, that's rough, dude.
She didn't look like someone who wanted to die, though. The few times I've seen her outside the academy.
In fact, you guys were slaughtering the school invaders together quite enthusiastically. Someone who fought with such wanton abandon in a situation where there was no coming back from death couldn't exactly be mentally sound now, could they? She was right. Someone with normal sensitivities would be a lot more cautious about this.
Without me keeping a close eye on her, she'll be running headlong into the largest group of invaders she can find.
She's not wrong.
If I don't keep forcing her to return together, she'll keep on fighting, even past her limits.
Dang.
Even after returning, she always wants to go right back out to continue the hunt. It's not easy for me to keep pulling her back. She's basically committing slow suicide. I can't take my eyes off her for a minute.
Dang.
Is that why you're so insistent on bringing her along for tomorrow's operation?
If you don't, then there's a good chance she doesn't come back.
I just don't want to leave her alone to her own devices. A short while's fine, but I get the feeling we may be taking a while tomorrow. I have to take her along, if I don't want to come back to a dead Darumi. This whole plan would be pointless if even one person dies.
Well, Shoma is gonna potentially die. If we don't get this right, actually. I was completely dumbfounded. Hiroko was serious about saving everyone's lives. She always has been, admittedly. But then again, Hiroko had always been like that, even last time. Yeah, take me back. This is the one line that has stuck with me through this entire game, dude. My primary goal here is to win the war. There's nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. but it's not enough for us rather to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. That's the one line, dude, that has stuck with me. This line has stuck with me the entire game, and then she died like the next day. But we never saw her again for the rest of our 100 days until we found her, like, glasses and stuff, you know what I mean? She would ensure that no one got left behind. Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten rather. Behind, by snatching them from the jaws of the jaws of death, even if it meant taking their place. Her tenacity in this aspect had saved me, and now was saving Darumi. My body trembled involuntarily when I realized the depth of Hiroko's determination. I had to admit it, she was the real hero. I feel bad for Darumi, but this game needs to end. The sooner the better. She's never going to come to her senses unless she first wakes up to the sham of a dream. I'm begging you here, Takumi. Help me tomorrow. Yeah, of course. How could I possibly turn down a request from someone, from this awesome hero standing before me? I'll convince Yugumu to help as well. I can't believe he'll turn us down after I explain the situation to him. And she's gonna be like, you can't. The four of us will rampage through the town together tomorrow and put an end to the invader hunt. We both stretched out a handshake and simultaneously exchanged a firm, solemn shake. The only thing going through my mind at that time was what I could do to protect Hiroko's kind-hearted resolve. If we work together to defeat the sponsor, and then let's all get to day 100. Let's all get to the best day 100 together. The best day 100 together. But I was too naive. Oh no! Kind-heartedness had no place on the battlefield because it was Hiroko's kind-heartedness that led her to end up like that. Huh? Oh! Oh! Oh. She was lying on the ground, blood pouring out of her back. This is a mortal wound. There was no way she can recover from this. The attacker, if I remember correctly, is the...
Squad 3 Commander!
What is the commander doing here? Why is Hiroko lying in a pool of her own blood? Was she defeated by that commander? Nothing was making sense. My mind was in a state of confusion.
How did this happen?
Our plan had been proceeding smoothly. We set off early. We reached the part of the town of the south of the school, started doing battle. Using the flashiest skills we had in our arsenal, we hunted down every invader in the area. This was to draw the flying bees' attention to us. Sometime after the battle began, Hiroko secretly left the area like she planned to do in order to secure the spare suit. The bees were struggling to count points. Yugumu and I were racking up and didn't seem to have noticed her sudden absence. Felt like it was actually going to work. All I had to do was wait for Hiroko to return with the suit, and that would lead us to victory. But then something unexpected happened. I took my eyes off to Darumi, who had been fighting with us for only a short while, and she vanished in the moment. She probably got overexcited and decided to expand her hunting territory. I panicked, and Hiroko would be heartbroken if anything happened to her. I ran around in the vicinity in an attempt to locate her, rather, all while imploring in my heart to do anything, not to do anything reckless that might end up making Hiroko sad. Oh, dude. All of this being read is kind of heart-wrenching. I was praying hard for her safety. And just as I'd finally caught sight of Darumi on the other side of some rubble, the unthinkable happened. I couldn't make heads or tails of the scene no matter how long I had stared at it.
Why? Why? Why is this happening?
Get a hold of yourself, Takumi.
Oh! I snapped back to my senses at Yugumu's yelling. Yugamu, Hiroko's down, most likely by a commander. Yugumu's face twisted into a hateful scowl when he turned to look at that commander. That's why I didn't want Darumi to come along. She's too high profile in a lot of ways. You can't blame the enemy for zeroing in on such an attention-grabbing target on the battlefield. I'd wager the commander attacked Darumi first in this case. And when Hiroko tried to help her, the commander attacked Darumi as she was rampaging around. And then Hiroko tried to help and got struck down instead. What do we do now? How can we save them both? Run away, that's what. The operations failed. We can't just abandon them. There's nothing we can do to turn the tide of battle. Especially not against a commander. Well, that's not true. Well, Hiruko's dead. I think Takumi can still handle it. With attack potions, agility potions, we can handle a commander by ourselves. We need to survive so that we can carry on Hiruko's will. Yukimu's decision was sound. The best outcome we could hope for right now was to avoid all of us dying. But did I really want that? What was the point of surviving if I had to abandon a friend to do it? Abandon Hiruko and Darumi to escape and wait for another chance, or jump in to save them without caring about the consequences? Oh man, this is a decision. Well, if we run, Darumi dies. We're gonna absolutely save Darumi. We have to save Darumi. We gotta save Darumi. We gotta save the finger guns. If she dies out here, we get no more finger guns again. I'm gonna save those two. You better get out of here before the commander notices you. Don't be crazy, Takumi. You won't accomplish anything by dying here. I know, you're absolutely right, but...
You are the Takumi I know.
Oh, dude.
The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
He was like, but I always put my friends above myself. My hero said so. Hiruko put her trust in me. I won't abandon her now. I cleared my mind with a battle cry and charged into the fray. Once I reached Hiruko and Darumi, we launched into a painfully one-sided battle against the enemy commander. Did we win? Oh! Oh, hey, Takumi, you came to save us, huh? Thanks, bruh. Hate to disappoint you, but you came all this way, but we're totally headed for a game over here. Mr. Hiruko's already out of the action. I'm basically almost about to keel over too. Yo-ho-ho, looks like we bought ourselves a one-way ticket to hell. Why don't we just accept it and all die together? We got the energy to talk, you can still fight, rather. Take out the weaker enemies first, huh? You got it, boss, huh? Does it actually say take out... Oh no, it says annihilate the enemy boss, huh? Oh. I assume we have to save her too.
Ready when you are. Good to go. This should do it.
Oh, that's Adamake.
Let's do this. Take that! All right. Ready when you are.
Airblade is gonna give me 3.
Looks a little dangerous.
You'll be alright. Will you? Okay, let me think here.
Let's do this.
We can put fences out here? That's so funny, actually. Well, shoot.
I've got this. Time to use it. My turn.
I might as well go ahead and pop that out there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Me out here. I maxed out these electrified fences for a reason.
My turn. Say when.
I got all these ability potions.
Time to use it. Here we go. Good to go. Take this. Here we go.
That's 5? That's crazy. Oh, man. Oh. No, I'm getting the
My
both of
turn.
them. Ain't no shot I'm not getting the both of them. Give me that agility potion
should do
again.
it. I've got this.
I think I am. I'm getting the both of them. Thank you.
Got it. Here we go.
I was hoping I could hit him too. Oh, can I? Yeah, I can hit him too. There we go. That's what I want.
There! Alright!
It'll be alright.
I'm
Oh,
spent.
attack down?
Let's go.
Oh, that does kind of suck. Heal status effects. Can I use another attack up is the real question. Will that counter the
Time
attack
to
down?
use it.
I think it
I
does.
got this.
I think it did. That's hilarious.
My turn.
What I will do then is hit the defense potion. I think is also
should do
something.
it.
I think that should probably be the next potion that I
Ready
get.
when you are.
Upgraded.
Damn it! I've got this. Good to go. Time to use it. Let's do this.
I think my biggest problem is that I will not have the thing that I want, but it is what it is. Like I would love for
I
Takumi
wonder
to, you
how
know,
many more can I get?
to get a heal.
It's
but
as
it is
bad
what it
as
is.
I thought, huh?
It's as bad as I thought. This is
This is perfect here.
My turn.
I mean, I guess we could impact stab again if we wanted to. We could also do
Let's see you handle this. I'm spent.
You'll be alright.
Here we go. Good to go.
I don't think I want to do that again. I'm not against doing this.
This should do it. Let's go. Let's
And
do
also
this.
doing this.
Time to use it.
We could also
Here we go.
get an attack up from the other thing, but it is what it is. I'm going to pop you.
Yeah. Ready when you are.
And pop you again.
Ha! Got it. My turn.
I'm gonna pop that. No. But it is now good to know that I can attack
I've got
from
this.
here.
Let's go. Gotta push it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this 12.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, free. Is anyone else getting the feeling this commander's just playing with us?
Ooh.
He's not even attacking, he's just standing there all menacing like. He did attack, by the way. I guess he knows that he doesn't need to get involved directly. We're already outnumbered and outclassed. It's only a matter of time until they overwhelm us. Damn it.
Ah.
You really are too dumb to live sometimes. Did you really think you could take on a commander with just the two of you? I think we would have actually won, but, you know. Yukimu, what are you doing? I told you to run! I'm just making the most logical choice I can. We can't afford to lose you, Takumi. We'll have no chance of winning the war if we do. That means our only choice is to do something about this guy, so we can all get away. Wasn't that much of a plan, but all we need now is hope. We got some hope now. The three of us, we might just be able to pull it off. Let's do it. Let's give it all we got. Take them down. Here's the thing. If they don't walk up, they did.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll kill them all.
That's gonna give Takumi
I'm dead.
6 chances
Good
to
to go.
attack.
Here we
Before
go.
we do that attacking,
This should do it. Say when.
I've got 2, and I know to attack from here instead.
Yeah.
Because
Let's
then he
go.
won't continue to do the rebound attack.
Take that. My turn.
Impact stab. What? I didn't win yet. Come on. No, I was almost there. Let me win. What do you mean he's too strong? Ooh, It's no use, he's too strong. He didn't touch you that time. He really is just playing with us. An extra fighter or two is not gonna make any real difference. Oh, for the love of murder. If he's gonna kill us anyway, he could just go all out. Half-assing it makes the whole thing feel cheap. Why is this is why I hate fighting invaders. Don't give up, there has to be something we can do. Nah, dude, we're done. Let's charge in one last time and get blown to smithereens. I've always wanted to go out like a bunch of dirty fireworks. We're all out of options. Are we really gonna die here? Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, huh?
Take my cryptoglobin.
No! I heard Hiroko's voice, faint and weak, but still determined, on my comm channel. Hiroko, I thought you passed out. Never mind that, just absorb my cryptoglobin. It's the only way. Absorb your... What are you talking about? Am I not being clear enough? I want you to kill me. If I'm going to die anyway, you may as well take my power and save yourselves. But you're my friend, I could never. I may die, but you'll still have hope. You'll still have the spare suit. Use it to figure out the sponsor's secret and defeat them. Kill me so you can survive. You can't be. Hold on a minute. There's no way. We busted him up. Adamike is a dummy K right now. I'm not asking. I'm telling. Do it now. Take my power and survive. Darumi. Darumi. Huh? The craziest face. For a moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I could. 1,000,000%. Darumi had thrust a knife into Hiroko's back.
Mistress Hiroko. Mistress Hiroko.
She's getting her killing game.
Your power flowing into me. I can feel you inside me.
Okay. Oh, Hiroko. I tried to stop her, but it was too late. As Darumi absorbed more and more of her blood, Hiroko's body began to shrivel up and die. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I've never felt this kind of energy. I'm in the zone now. I feel like I could fly. I could do anything. Yahoo! Darumi threw her head back and let out a crazed cry of elation, totally at odds with what just happened. Don't you realize what you've done, Darumi? You just killed Hiroko. Save the recriminations rather for later, Takumi. Now that it's reached this point, we have to see it through. But Hiroko is... Darumi's overflowing with her power right now. She might actually be able to defeat that commander. Yugumi was right. Darumi was stronger than ever. She rushed over to around the battlefield like a berserker, swinging her weapons around in every direction. Well, she's not swinging an axe around, so she's not a real berserker in my opinion. Even charging at the commander without the slightest trace of fear. No one can stop me now. By the time we were able to take stock of our surroundings, we realized the commander was no longer there. Did he just leave? Yeah, it seems that way. Huh. Have we really won? Somehow it didn't feel real. Relax, he's gone. I don't see any trace of his presence anymore. Also, the suit. The thing Hiroko gave her life to get us is still here. It's still intact. You can hold up the suitcase Hiroko had brought from the school. It's most likely the spare of the suit, sponsor suit rather, inside of it. We've done what we set out to do. Make no mistake, this is a win for us. It's just... we had to pay a pretty big price for it. His gaze wandered over to Hiroko's body. It was bad enough that she had sustained fatal damage trying to bail Darumi out, but then her cryptoglobin was absorbed by the very person who saved her life. I think she wanted it that way. As for Darumi herself, she was just staring blankly up at the sky. I can only imagine how she felt, having just killed someone who'd been like a sister to her. A mistress. Before I could say anything. She passed out. Darumi? Her eyes rolled in the back of her head and she fell to the ground. Looks like she finally ran out of steam. We'll have to carry her for now, Takumi. You'll have to, rather. I'll dig a grave for Hiroko. Here is as good as resting place as any for her. Are they just gonna reuse the sprite that was just like a headstone here? Found an old piece of wood, and when the hole was big enough, gently lowered Hiroko's body into the ground.
Hiroko. I'm sorry I couldn't save you.
Same old, same old. Huh? But I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. I'll use that suit you worked hard to get us to figure out the sponsor's weakness, and then...
I'll defeat them and end this game. I promise.
We returned to the school determined to carry on what Hiroko had started, unfortunately. Waiting for us there was the sponsor. Or not. I have no idea where to even start with this weird tech. Yugumu and I had gone back to my room to look at the suit, but looking at it was about all we could do. Neither of us knew anything about electronics or wearable tech or whatever to know what it was made of. Analyzing how it worked out, how it worked and how to get past its defenses was going to be hard. If not impossible. Well, it's a protective suit made of some kind of special material, that's about all I can say. Yeah, I can't figure out anything else. How can something this flimsy block our attacks so completely? We worked so hard to get it, but this feels like such a waste.
Hey!
Darn it, if only we had someone with an actual engineering knowledge on our side. Say her name and she appears. I believe in Tsubasa. Well, I don't know if I believe that she'll join our team. As if an answer to my exasperated cry, don't tell me! Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me. You don't think it's a sponsor, do you? It's not totally out of the question. They might have realized we got our hands on a suit just like theirs. The bell rang again. Pretending I wasn't here would only put off the inevitable. The sponsor was relentless. If I was going to die anyway, might as well put up a fight here and now. I took a deep breath and opened the door. Say engineering and she appears. I believe in Tsubasa. That's so hilarious, actually. That's so funny. If only we had someone with engineering background. Say engineering and... Hi guys. I definitely hadn't expected to see her standing on the other side. Once you reach the other side. Since this game began, everyone except for Yugumu and Hiroko had been keeping their distance from me. Tsubasa's eyes were downcast. She looked like she was about to start crying at any moment. Hey, what's wrong? Howdy, Tsubasa, you're looking pretty grief-ridden this evening. Is something bothering you? We'd be glad to listen if you want to talk about it. I have a feeling we're not the kind of people you really want to confide in, though. Yukumu's laid-back attitude did nothing to put Tsubasa at ease. Eventually, she did speak up on her own.
I'm sorry, Takumi. I'm so sorry.
Oh. All of a sudden, she burst into tears. Hey, calm down. What's this all about? What are you apologizing for? It's because you didn't let me join your team? We don't have to worry about that. I'm fine. No, it's not that. I was there, Taka. Oh, no. No. When Hiroko was fighting that commander, I was watching the whole time. Huh? Tsubasa was there too. I wanted to help. If I had activated my Hemoanima, I could have used my car to get to Hiroko and Darumi and get them out of there and bring them to the school. But I was so scared I couldn't move. And while I was wondering what to do, Hiroko got wounded and then she... I'm sorry, Hiroko. I'm sorry, Takumi. I just stood there and let her die. Okay, well, now this makes a little bit more sense. I know apologizing won't fix this, but... I had no idea what to say. I knew all too well how much it hurt not being able to save someone. That's why I knew nothing I could say could take the pain away before I could even try. You're right, Tsubasa. A simple apology isn't gonna cut it. Huh? Yugumu got there first, speaking in a harsh tone that I hadn't heard him use before. You didn't save Hiroko when you had the chance. That also put our lives in danger. This is not the kind of crime we can just wipe clean. Letting someone die is basically the same as killing them. And you had the gall to give Takumi the cold shoulder? At least he still had the shred of human decency in him. That's more than I can say for you. Yugumu, I know you're mad, but that's gone a little too far, my guy. Tsubasa already feels terrible. She doesn't need you to make it worse. No, it's fine, Takumi. He's right. I'm always like this. Whenever there's any kind of conflict, I just go with the crowd. This also feels very reminiscent to the time that we sent her to do the bomb and she just couldn't do it. When Gaku died, I suspected you because that's what everyone else was doing. It was the same when we decided to form teams. Everyone said to stay away from you, so that's what I did too. Never stand up rather, and make important decisions for myself. And now Hiroko is dead because of me. Jurumi's probably heartbroken too. I could have stopped all of that from happening. Wow, she really did see everything. She's probably still in shock, huh? A terrible person, aren't I? Treating my friends with so little respect. It's so disgusting, it makes me want to puke. You're making yourself vomit on your own actions. That's crazy. Tsubasa didn't stop at dry heaving. She vomited all over the floor, tears streaming from her. Oh my gosh, this is my room! You're amazing, Takumi. You jumped right in to fight that commander and try to save Hiroko. I can't believe I'd been so awful to you all of this time. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry for everything, Takumi. I'd be lying if I said I was ready to complete. I'd be lying if I said I was ready to completely forgive Tsubasa and call it water under the bridge. But I wasn't gonna hold anything against her, not when she was already suffering this much. Just the thought that I was still capable of some kind of compassion was a comfort in itself. You can cry all you want, but it's not going to erase what you did. The world wouldn't need police if atonement was that easy. What's wrong with you today, Yugamu? Tsubasa made some mistakes, but you don't need to blame her, need to be so hard on her. I know what he's doing. He was like, if you really want to make it up to her, investigate the suit for us. Tsubasa, yep. If you really want to make up for letting Hiroko die, there's just one way.
Indirectly or not, you caused a death. Now you have a duty to save lives instead.
There you go. Save lives, but how do I? Just a suggestion, but how about you join up with me and Takumi? We're working on something that could save everyone, and we just so happen to need someone with your particular skill set. It's kind of like carry on Hiroko's legacy too. This is what she gave her life for. Of course, it'll mean putting yourself in a lot of danger, but what do you say? Will you help us? Tsubasa didn't say anything for a while. She just stood there staring at her feet. Then she nodded as if she came to an important decision. Okay, I don't know what you guys are up to, but if it can help save everyone, I'm in. So what do you want me to do? Look at the suit. When Tsubasa said that, Yugamu turned to me and winked. Now it makes sense. He made her feel worse so she'd feel like she had no choice but to join us to atone. I can't say I like the way that he manipulated her feelings like that, but we do need all the help we can get. I mean, he was right. Here's how it is, Tsubasa. We got this suit. We got some secret plans. We made this alliance, and we want to take down the sponsor. And how? Thanks to Hiroko, we have a spare suit, and we don't know how it works. A spare suit? Oh, wowie! Awesome, it's the real deal. I see, Hiroko risked everything to get this. Yeah, but this stuff isn't really our area. We got no idea what we're supposed to do with it, to learn anything useful. What do you think, Tsubasa? Do we need some kind of special machinery to analyze this thing or what? Maybe we should take it to the metal shop? We don't want anyone to find out we've got this thing. Somewhere we can investigate it without being seen, huh? I might be able to help with that. You see, there's a secret lab. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who knows about it. Huh? When you guys see it, it'll knock your socks off. Is it that crazy? You'll understand once we get there. Come on, I'll take you there. Follow me. We gathered up the suit and left my room, letting Tsubasa lead the way to the secret lab that she found. I'm sorry. You are not the only one who knows about this. Kako and Ima both know about this. And I think Kako is, you know, one of the ones. I don't know if Calamity Kako knows about this is the problem. But since they said they found it early on in their things, I feel like they probably did. Finally, we arrived at the raised stage at the gym. This is your secret lab. I guess people don't come here all that often. Back up, guys. You're gonna fall. Go stand by the edge of the stage for a sec. Fall? Fall where? Tsubasa shooed us to the edge of the stage and then knelt down and began pulling on a broken floorboard. Yeah. All at once, the floorboards became loose and a hole. Peeling back that one board had somehow made a huge hole appear in the. So on this route, you somehow find this. I happened to find a map. Oh, okay. Never mind. You found a map of this room. That makes sense. When I was fixing the recovery corpse drone program using the war room computer. Sorry to have kept it a secret all this time. I always wanted a place like this I could have to all myself.
Oh.
No, you made the right call. Now we have somewhere we can talk without worrying about being overheard. I'm gonna warn you, try not to be shocked when you see what you see down there. Even if you are, try not to scream. It's like an echo chamber down there. Shocked scream? What in the world is this lab? I don't know if I can explain it all that well. It'll be easier to just show you. There's a ladder leading down. Come on before anyone sees. Sure. We followed Tsubasa down the ladder into the secret basement room. Sure enough, what greeted us at the bottom was something I'd never imagined. You know what that is, Takumi. Like at least one time before. I guess he wouldn't know. The only other time I guess we've been down here actually is the killing game. This is the killing game. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The other route feels more like a killing game. You know what I mean? Like this is whatever this is gonna be is called the killing game route. The other one feels like the killing game route. You know what I mean? I actually forget what that route is called. Like obviously there's gonna be the killing game route. This one is called the mystery route. You know, he has all these like little bit moments of like not a class trial, but a class breakdown or a case breakdown. But this one, I guess, is more of a game. Regardless, I had to hold myself back from letting out a wordless cry of surprise. Inside the lab was a large machine that looked like some kind of spaceship. This is the escape pod. I've seen it before, but at the end of my first 100 days here, I never expected to see it here like this. Yeah, I was shocked when I saw it too. Here's the problem. Well, I'll talk about this a little bit later. I'm still thinking about like in a world where everyone lives. Yeah, I think we've had a couple of routes where everyone lives, quote unquote. Well, I think the romance route, and I think there's one other route where everyone's technically alive at the end. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there is another route where everyone's alive at the end. Is it just the romance route right now? Is Darumi still alive on that route? I don't know if that's true. Darumi, I mean, I can look, actually. I thought everyone lived. Yeah, everyone lives on the romance route, which is kind of hilarious. This is our happy ending. Not for nothing. No, I was gonna say it's probably this one specifically. I don't remember which one is which. There's one that's, I thought that they had the names of the endings on these. I think that's also a major flaw. I think you should, once you get an ending, you should have the name of the ending, like, as the third line here. But I'm done picking things apart. She saw it. It was crazy. This is the place, this place is probably designed to store it and, safely until it's needed. Is there any chance you can get it working now? I thought of that, but it's no good. It's all locked up tight and there's no way to get in. You could probably force it open, but we can't exactly go into space with a damaged door. It must have security measures rather to stop anyone from using it before day 100. Why hasn't the Undying Flame Boy come to help us? That being said, I guess he really can't help, because I think that suit does detract Undying Flames. I guess also, you know what must be it? I think that suit must also negate the effects of there's an imposter on, well, it might not, but I think it'll probably negate the effect of somebody here who shouldn't be, but maybe not, actually. Continue. That's the only time we're allowed to leave the school. Well, we can think about the pod later. Let's concentrate on the suit for now. Do you need any machinery from the metal shop? We can go and get it for you. No, I should be fine. There's plenty of gear in here for me to get started. I looked around the lab and it was full of miscellaneous machines and equipment, probably stuff Tsubasa brought in already. There are also a lot of weapons for some reason. Well then. Why? I figured I'd make those, then keep them here for emergencies. Okay, just in case we ever need to hole up in here. I snuck some food and supplies in too. Help yourself if you ever get hungry. It's a real stronghold down here. It'll make for a perfect HQ for the anti-sponsor alliance. How are you going to investigate the suit's capabilities? You got any experiments in mind? You basically want to know how to break through the suit's defenses, right? The fastest way is to figure that out, is to try a bunch of stress tests to see how it holds up. By testing its resistance to stretching, pressure, elastic rather, and plastic deformation, we can start to gather a better idea of its fracture toughness. Deformation? Fracture? Some of those terms were lost on me, but at least one of us knew what we were doing. Okay, well, let's get started. So here's the thing. Sometimes Tsubasa, she's an engineer, so like, you know, I get that. She works on cars. In this scenario, it makes a whole lot of sense that she can do what she's able to do. Like when you work on cars and like engines and all sorts of things like that, you do have to do like stress testing and etc. etc. There's some things that she'd be doing that I'm like, okay, well, you can do anything, girl. Figuring this suit's weakness is that, you know what, she didn't have any friends. She learned a lot of skills because she ain't had no friends, because she was throwing up all the time. Figuring out the suit's weakness is only the first step. Once we've done that, we're taking down the sponsor. So the rest of the night testing and analyzing the suit any way we could. I don't know if this is gonna last 100 days, but I think it... Because I felt like at this point we'd probably be at the first time that we're looking at the thing. Oh, well, speaking of, made my way to the leisure lounge where the sponsor was loafing around as usual. Oh, Takumi, Sumino. What are you doing here so early? Did you miss me? You could say that. I wanted to see you anyway. Do you have time to talk? Hardly a respectful attitude towards someone in my position. But I'll allow it. You are one of my most accomplished hunters after all. Hunter? Me? No need to be modest, just take a look at rather. The results speak for themselves. The sponsor gestured towards one of the bees and brought up a display board.
I honestly didn't expect you to gain this much of a lead so quickly.
2. Well, I mean, we met up with the commander and there were a bunch of things, you know what I mean? And by things, I mean that there were a lot of... What am I trying to say? There were a lot of invaders. In my brain, I'm calling them like battle pets, but like, cause they're not invaders. That's the one thing about this game where it's going through all these routes. You know, it's like in my brain, I'm starting to disassociate them as invader. So when I'm trying to say the word invader, my brain's like, no, that's not right. They're not invaders. I'm like, I guess they are here.
The advent of a dark horse like yourself makes this game that much more exciting.
At some point, I made it all the way to number 2 in the rankings. Hiroko had Hiroko been number 1 all this time? Hiroko had been number 1 all this time, but now that she's dead, I was catching up. You've made impressive contributions to my little game. I was just thinking you deserve some kind of reward. A reward, huh? Since we're here, how about you play a game with me? Oh, very well, if that's what you want. What shall we play? As I said before, I'm grateful to you for becoming such an accomplished hunter. I'm even willing to turn a blind eye if you ever want to bend the rules a little bit. What? Really? That actually helps a lot because what I want is a duel to the death. I'm gonna fight you and I'm gonna win, and then I'm ending this stupid game of yours once and for all. So it's come to this. Very well, activate your class armor and Hemo Anima. Attack me all you want, your sword is no more threat to me than a blade of grass. Sponsor clearly didn't consider themselves in any danger. They stood there radiating absolute confidence, knowing that I could do nothing. Nothing I could do would hurt them. Nice of you to be so laid back about it, but I won't be using my sword. Instead, I'll be using this crossbow. Brought out a crossbow Tsubasa made with the Gift-O-Matic. Normally using a conventional weapon like this would be pointless, especially against an invincible opponent like the sponsor. But fool, what are you thinking, turning something like that on me? Such insolence will not stand. A hunter should use Hemo Anima. Just like that, the sponsor's confident demeanor vanished, and they began to panic. Looks like we were right about the suit's weakness. This is about to end shortly. We performed every kind of stress test we could think of on the spare last night, and we discovered something very interesting. I knew it. This suit isn't actually all that strong. It is stored from just a little force, and it's not that much tougher than a regular protective suit. A long knife or something could probably cut through it pretty easily. That doesn't make any sense, though. If the suit is weak, why didn't any of our attacks work on it? Is this spare a fake one, maybe? Is it actually different from the sponsors? No, it's the real thing. The material is the same as what the sponsor wears anyway. So why is this one so much weaker? I think it's not so much, not weak so much as built for purpose. What do you mean? Ever since I saw the suit, something about it has been bothering me. It looks like some kind of protective gear, so what is it supposed to protect the wearer from? I'm not sure I follow. Workers at nuclear plants wear suits rather to protect themselves from radiation, right? And firefighters wear suits to protect against high temperatures, and divers have stuff for water pressure. Protective suits are made with specific hazards in mind. Stuff like that's stuff that's only a threat in certain environments and scenarios. There's not a lot of use outside of those scenarios. Have you ever felt an actual radiation suit? They're basically paper thin. That's true. That's a good point. I think it's the same with this suit. It's specifically designed to protect against one particular threat and nothing else. Protective gear for a specific threat. I definitely tried to think over what Tsubasa said and what it could mean. What kind of scenario was this suit built for? That was obvious enough to protect the sponsor from our attacks. First time we tried to fight them, we attacked with every bit of human anima we could muster. But at the end of our assault, the sponsor was still standing, without having taken even the slightest bit of damage. It was like our attacks, our human anima had no effect at all. And then it hit me like a bolt from the blue. Oh my gosh, that's bringing back memories to freaking The World Ends With You. It's a Reaper review, dude. Oh my gosh. I feel like my 4th, 5th, and 6th eye just opened. Not the 3rd one though, that one stayed closed. I knew what this suit was for. I knew what threat it was guarding against. Of course, this suit is designed to repel any and all hemoanima attacks. But the trade-off is that it's weak against regular attacks, isn't it? You're letting your imagination run wild. I am invincible. Your pitiful intellect cannot hope to understand my power. Sponsor's voice was calm, but they were clearly shaken. I had no doubt we were right about this. I only wish I'd noticed it sooner. The suit only blocked hemoanima attacks, not physical ones. It was such a simple weakness, but I couldn't see why I hadn't thought of it until now. Our first encounter with the sponsor had totally demoralized us. We attacked them from everything we had with our very strong... Man, why didn't we... I don't know who made these suits, by the way, so that's like a big question mark. But if we had these during, like, the actual attacks, man, this game would be so easy. And not one of them had worked. This person is invincible. It's no use trying to fight them. That was the idea that had been implanted in our heads that day. And after sowing that seed of doubt, we all accepted that we had no choice but to do whatever the sponsor said. But now we know the truth. Once a trick is exposed, the con artist behind it is finished, just like this game. Morning, you Takumi, stand down and we can forget this ever happened. This is for my friends. I pulled the trigger and fired off 3 arrows in quick succession. Oh? They pierced the suit and buried themselves in the sponsor's body. There was no hiding it now. My attacks had clearly done some damage. There were holes in the suit now. We weren't dealing with an invincible opponent after all.
We did it!
I don't know if you won.
Did you see, Hideko? We broke through the sponsor's defenses.
Not bad, Takumi-san. I'll confess, I didn't think you'd ever figure out the secret of my suit. For this, at least, I must congratulate you. Gee, thanks. It's an honor. But it's your death I want, not compliments. That's kind of a banger line as well. Go ahead, Takumi, do your thing. Me? Die? Don't be ridiculous. This game has only just begun. And you're forgetting, Takumi, this suit isn't the only weapon I have at my disposal. I still have... the bees! I heard a familiar cacophony of, buzzing and beating wings as the bees flew down from the ceiling. They sounded angry. I'd broken a rule after all. I'd injured the sponsor. My suit may not be an immovable object, but my bees are as unstoppable a force as ever. What now, Takumi Sumino? Do you think you can defend against this? No, there's nothing I can do about your bees. If they attack now, I'd be riddled with holes and every last ounce of my blood drained. If they attack me, that is. And Yukumu said, that's why I'm tagging in. That's so brilliant. That's why I'm tagging in. Good work, Takumi. You played your part beautifully. But against someone with proper protection, things wouldn't be so simple. They're powered up with Hemoanima. What? Who are you? Why do you have that suit? It's me, Yugumu Omokage. I guess you can't tell because of the voice, huh? Apparently the voice changer came standard with these suits. Oh, I guess you can't tell because of the voice changer. It should have said, I'm you. We should have goofed with the sponsor. This one distorted Yugumu's voice to sound just like the sponsors. We decided to borrow one of your precious suits for a little while. It seemed the best way to stop me getting turned into a pincushion. The bee's stingers were powerful, but that much was true, but that was because they had been augmented with Hemoanima. Despite a tough and grandiose appearance, it doesn't quite have the hardiness to match. The joints snap out of place if you look at them wrong, and the stinger comes off without much effort at all. It's as fragile as life itself. But it can't be so weak. The bees killed Kurara like it was nothing. Their bodies were likely enhanced by some supernatural means when they were still alive. Supernatural, in other words, Hemoanima. The suit repelled any and all Hemoanima attacks, with Yugumu wearing one. The bees were no threat at all, and he's an assassin. He is very well versed in murdering with regular weapons. You and that suit have given us a lot of trouble, you know. Now we're using the same technology to defeat you. You know how it is. What goes around, comes around. Insolence, this will not stand. Do you realize who I am? I'm the one who spreads death across the planet. The all-seeing, the all-knowing Game Master. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. We don't really have time to listen to your final monologue. I'll take it from here, Takumi. Go. Right. We both started running. I ran for the door while Yugumu charged right towards the sponsor. The bees dutifully flew in to protect their master, but all in vain. Yugumu swatted them aside with one swipe of his arm, killing them instantly. The suit made him the worst possible opponent for them to go up against. Finally, Yugumu reached the sponsor. And then he clenched his fingers to reveal he was holding something. All it takes is one little hole to render the protective gear practically useless. So the first thing we need to do is open up a hole in the sponsor's suit. And then any one of these ranged weapons should be enough to do that. Right. If the suit is weak enough against physical damage, a gun should do the trick. I'm no marksman though. I'll probably be more likely to hit my target with something like a crossbow. Once the suit is torn, the sponsor won't be immune to cryptoglooming attacks anymore. That's where this comes in. Stuff this bomb in a hole and the sponsor will get burned to a crisp. Well, now we won't know who the sponsor is. Tsubasa held up a tiny mechanical sphere. This baby's filled with undying flames. All it needs is a little impact to detonate it. It's basically a downgraded version of the one we used on Vesnus. But I could only make one, so we only get one shot at this. If one of these bombs could destroy Vesnus, they could destroy anyone. Well, Vesnus is gone, but it is what it is. I mean, who knows? Maybe she is in this row. She's not. That included the sponsor, whoever they really were. We had our plan. All this was left, was to assign the roles and iron out the details. Tsubasa would stand ready with a fire extinguisher outside the leisure lounge in case anything went wrong. I'd use the crossbow to puncture a hole in the sponsor's suit. Yugumu would be the one handling the most dangerous part of the plan, actually, detonating the bomb. Are you sure about this, Yugumu? You have to get really close to the sponsor to put a bomb in their suit in the first place. If anything was wrong, you'd be left wide open. Don't worry about that. I'm really good at ramming into holes that look like they'd be too small to fit. Hey, yo! I'm trying to be serious here. I'm going to have to ask you to stick to the matter at hand. Hehe. Sure, Takumi. Or you can be the one sticking to me if you prefer. You know me, I swing both ways. Stay on topic, please. We definitely know. We know, my boy. You are here. You see the beauty in everybody. In spite of his usual devil-may-care attitude, I could tell Yugumu was serious. His fists were clenched tight. He was determined to end this game. Even if it meant risking his own life to kill the sponsor, he was prepared to do what needed to be done.
Get away! Don't you dare touch me with those filthy hands!
Okay, so here's the thing. I keep saying, well, continue. Undaunted, Yugumu grabbed hold of the sponsor. He slipped a miniature bomb into the hole. Ooh, this is such a good scene. Oh my god, this is such a good CG. Miniature bomb into the hole in the suit, and then one little hit, the undying flames enveloped the sponsor's entire body. Our tormentor writhed in pain, convulsing like a crazed dancer. At some point, the sponsor's vocal cords must have burned away. They weren't screaming anymore, just making hollow choking noises. Even with the flames eating away at every fiber of their being, the sponsor held on to life as long as they could. But finally... And there's our proof. One last unnatural, almost inhuman. Okay, scream. The flames still licking at their body, they collapsed onto the floor. They did it. Tsubasa and I stepped back into the lounge and we stood there with Yugumu watching the sponsor burn. We didn't want to risk taking our eyes off of them just in case they suddenly came back to life somehow. Fear rooted us to the spot. We had to make sure we needed to see this person die. They're really dead now, aren't they? Yeah, no one could possibly survive that. Then we really won. We won. The moment I said the words, it felt a lot more real. We'd taken down the invincible sponsor and ended the invader hunt. Huh? Yo, what the hell is all this noise in here? We heard a weird voice screaming, "Guy" or something. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. There was an explosion, too. The others came running in. The sponsor's death cries must have echoed all throughout the school. Takumi, Tsubasa, what are you guys doing? Get over here. That's right, you have to get away from the sponsor. Oh, of course, with Yugumu wearing the suit, they think that he's the sponsor. Hey guys, you picked the perfect time to join us. Come warm yourselves by the fire. Fire, but it looks like there's a person in there. Vile fiend, did you incinerate one of our friends for your sick entertainment? This has gone far enough. It's time for the Holy Jumanji Sword to cut you down. Wait, Kiyoshika, I don't think that's the sponsor. It's Yugumu. But now that you mentioned it, it does sound like him. What's the deal? What's going on here? If Yugumu's the sponsor and the sponsor's Yugumu, then who the heck am I? Am I another imposter? Whip, 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 whip. Takumi, Tsubasa, you got some explaining to do. If that's Yugumu in the suit, where did the real sponsor go? Just stay calm and explain. I got this, y'all. Listen to me. Unless you think I'm the Death Man, the Grim Reaper, or something. Let me talk to you. I took everyone through what our team had been doing, starting with me, Yugumu, Hiruko, forming our secret alliance. Was Darumi a part of this group that we saw? She might still be knocked out. How Hiruko somehow knew a way for us to get our hands on a spare version of the suit the sponsor wore. The first mission had succeeded, but at the cost of Hiruko's life. Then Tsubasa joined the alliance and figured out the suit's weakness, allowing us to put the plan into action. So you see, we don't have to worry about scores or executions anymore. It's all over, we won. I thought they'd all be happy to hear about this, but we just freed them from life and death struggle when we've been in this game since the beginning after all. What? Huh? What's the matter? Is it really over though?
Yeah!
The sponsor was so strong, it's hard to believe you killed him just like that. Right, and we didn't see it for ourselves. Oh my gosh. You don't think we're lying to you, do you? No, it's not that, it's just... it's more like all of this is happening so fast, and we really weren't there for much of it. It doesn't feel real, you know? And I was supposed to be the one to avenge Lady Kurara. Well, this is not the reaction I was expecting, saying, hey, we no longer have to kill each other. I'm not asking for a victory party or anything, but you can at least relax now, the sponsor's gone. Well, this is a real mood killer. You guys are gonna need some time. Let's call it here for the day. We can always accept your praise and adulation later. With things still feeling awkward between us and the other teams, we went our separate ways and I returned to my room. I was gonna say, is there a world where we do have the sponsor again? I don't think so, unless another Gyai. No, it wouldn't be Kurara, because Kurara was sucked dry. So was... oh, I guess Darumi could, if she got the suit. But we already know the suit's weakness, so, you know? The morning Austin played just as I got back to my room. Guess I should get some rest, huh? Mumbled to myself vaguely and practically threw myself at the bed. The moment I hit the pillow, I felt a gratifying sense of accomplishment welling up inside of me. We did it, Hiruko. We defeated the sponsor. And it's all thanks to you. My grief from losing Hiroko hadn't gone away, but now I knew that she hadn't died in vain. The others would come around, they just needed to process some time to process it. No more turning against each other, no more killing. Alright, we can finally be a real team again, maybe even friends, alright. Comforted by that thought, I closed my eyes. What did I see? From here, we'd all live a fun, peaceful life, and that's how I wanted the rest of our 100 days to go. How could I have been so blind? Just like the better times we had the last time around. Maybe we could hold another barbecue party. Or a festival. Okay, yeah. Or maybe we could go to the beach together. That would be a nice change of pace. Still imagining all those different possibilities, I felt myself drifting off to sleep. But then my doorbell started ringing. A visitor at this hour? Didn't really feel like getting out of bed right now, but wasn't that the morning announcement? I decided to pretend I hadn't heard. Whoever it was, whatever they wanted, it could wait. My dreams were calling me. I guess not. Come on. Yes, that feels like a Darumi. Alright, I'm coming. I dragged my tired body out of bed and slumped over to the door. I opened it and... No. Yukamu, what are you doing here? Please don't tell me you want to hold another meeting. Can't we do it tomorrow? Sorry, Takumi, but I think it might be a little too soon for us to be celebrating. Huh? What does that mean? The sponsor's dead. We made sure of that. 3 of us had stood and watched over the master of the game burned away to ashes. There was absolutely no way they could still be alive. The sponsor's dead, alright, but the bees are a different story. Oh. While they were fixated on watching the sponsor die, they all flew off. While we were fixated on watching the sponsor die, rather, they all flew off. Some of them might still be lurking somewhere in the school. But now that the sponsor's not here to control them anymore, wouldn't they just leave? Thing about bees is they don't like to change their habitat all that much. We're better off getting rid of them here and now so they don't start building nests and breeding. Oh no. Great, so now we're exterminators? I wish I could just put off this job until later, but I knew I'd never forgive myself if someone got hurt because of these bees. I guess we should go look for them. How are we gonna do this? I'll handle the schoolyard and the rooms on the first floor. You take the second and third. If you hear even the slightest, tiniest, faint bit of buzzing, get out of there and come and find me. I'll put the suit on and I'll take him out. Yukamu style the protective suit Hiroko had gotten for us. At least with that around, there was no danger of humanima augmented insects killing us. Well, killing one person. With that, Yukamu and I set out to check for the campus rather for bees. Oh no. I really don't. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to walk around. I shouldn't just wander around at random. I should see if everyone's okay and ask them if they've seen anything first. Can I teleport? Thank goodness. Not walking around with potential bees on the line. What's up? Oh, Takumi, perfect timing. For what? Kiyoshika has something she wants to say to you. Don't you, Kiyoshika? Let me push Kiyoshika forward. Sir Takumi? For avenging Lady Kurara's death, well... And for my rudeness up until now, that is to say, I'm... Kiyoshika trailed off, unable to look me in the eye. An awkward silence stretched out rather between us. Sorry, Takumi, I think Kiyoshika needs more time to get her head together. She wants to apologize, but she's not sure how or where to even start. It's fine, she really doesn't have to apologize, it's all in the past now. That's nice of you to say, but this is something she needs to do before we can put it behind us. Just give her a little more time, okay? Sure, whatever you need, you know where to find me. And after that awkward phase, they were calling me the Grim Reaper, I was finally back to being able to talk to Nozomi and Kiyoshika normally again. Well, almost. Found myself getting a little choked up. All that hard work defeating the sponsor has been so worth it. Gosh, Takumi, why are you such a simp for this girl? What'd she ever do for you? None. Well, that's not true. You know, nothing on this route, actually. Nothing this time. Hey, you. Oh, she's slumped, dude. Ava sat in her cage, still looking dejected as ever after, as I left her earlier. She's probably still in shock about not being allowed her mask back, huh? Can we, like, give it back to her now that the game is over? You know what I mean? Moko, you seen any bees? Hey, how's it going, champ? Wow, what was that all about? Takumi, thank you so much for taking in that scumbag who killed Kurara. I'm so happy, the tears of joy just won't stop coming. You're my absolute hero now, the best wrestler ever. Ooh yeah, instant Hall of Famer, no question. Oh yeah, man. Not a wrestler though. Oh well, it's nice to see her so happy. Hey Moko, we're checking to see if any of the sponsors' bees are still. Moko? Rika, Raka, Firecracker, sis, Boomba, everybody hustle, woo! Victory! Moko might be a little too happy. I don't think I'll get any useful information out of her. She was like, oh yeah, we get him. I mean, I guess we can, maybe we'll talk to Yugamu last. Subizi. Maybe I shouldn't call you Subizi since we're looking for bees, you know what I mean? What, the sponsors' bees are still alive? I almost said they might be. I hope we're wrong, but we have to make sure. Can you think of anywhere they might be able to hide Tsubasa? Honestly, I don't know if this is relevant, but since you're asking, I did hear some weird noises on the first floor, from that room on the first floor, rather, the one with the strange machines. What kind of noises exactly? It almost sounded like people talking, but there's no way someone would be hiding out in a creepy place like that, right? Oh no. You know what, it was probably just my imagination. It didn't sound like bees anyway. The room with the strange machines is probably nothing, but maybe I'll check it out just in case. Can I go there now? Here, let me talk to everyone else first. We need to go to strange room. But I mean, like, we know what that room is for, actually. Thank you. Whoa, what's with this all of a sudden? If you hadn't ended the killing game, I would have been the first one getting executed at the end of this round. By defeating the sponsor, you saved my life, Takumi. Never got the chance to say thank you this morning, so now I have to make up for it. You've given an insignificant dust bunny like me a second chance at life. I'm eternally grateful. It's okay, Shoma. I mean, this was really a victory for all of us. Like, calm down. No need to unclench your fist. Keep your smile. By the way, have you seen any of the sponsors' bees around today? Thank you. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get any useful out of him either. Hey, Takamaru, I want an apology. Right now, apologize to me. Sponsor hasn't shown up here at all day. Level with me, Takumi. Were you serious? Did you really kill that bastard? Yes! Why would you? Takamaru, I'm about, this is like polar, and I don't like you on this route. Every other route on the other side, I've been like, oh, he's alright. This route? Mia. Yeah, I didn't do it alone though. Yugamu, Subasu, and even Hiroko rather, put their lives on the line to make this plan a success. Now that the sponsor's gone, we don't have to compete against each other anymore. Loosen up, Takamaru, you're allowed to be happy the invader hunt is over. You idiot, I got no right to be happy at a time like this. What do you mean? So damn pathetic. I pushed you away, talked all that shit about you being shady, then went ahead and let you do all the hard work to save our asses. Yeah, no, actually, you should feel this way. I hate myself so much. I wish I could just drop dead. Hey, don't say that. You survived the killing game. Your life is precious. What's so precious about a life that's you gotta live in shame? Sorry, man. I just can't be around you right now. And hey, sorry about all that stuff. I'll find a way to make it up to you. His eyes downcast, Takamaru slowly trudged away. You really don't need to do that. No, he does. I think he does, personally. Can I go to the strange room myself? That's the morgue. It's on the first floor. Oh no, I literally cannot go in. So that will be a part of the story. So I'm gonna come up here. You see any bees, Yugamu? You're still here, Yugamu? Weren't you going to search the first floor? I thought I'd go check on Darumi first. She's still out cold, you know, slumbering like an enchanted princess. Oh, I guess she must have taken a lot of damage during the commander fight. Yeah, not just physical damage either. She did murder the only person she's ever cared about with her own two hands. Oh, after all. Right, there was no other way out of the situation. Darumi still killed Hiroko. Maybe she was still in shock. Well, here's the thing: if any of the rest of us did it, Darumi wouldn't have been able to look at us the same. She probably would have tried to kill one of us instead. So she literally had to be the one to do it. Staying unconscious to avoid dealing with the guilt and the pain of the act, rather. I've got to wonder what effects Hiroko's cryptoglobin is going to have on Darumi going forward. It's going to be a real blast to find out. Everyone seems to be okay, but I didn't get any hints about the bees. You got a hint about something. The closest thing would be to what Tsubasa told me about that room. She said she heard people talking inside. Maybe the bees buzzing and wing beats sounded like voices through the door. Made my way to the room to check it out, just in case. What I saw there was... Oh, not this music.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who those two are. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The strange sound behind the door wasn't bees, it was a sponsor who was supposed to be dead. And there were two of them!
Yeah.
How? How are they still alive? If I don't stop them, the killing game will start all over. But I can't fight them alone. I'll go find Yugumu first. I quickly rolled around running for the exit, however... I was gonna say, this looks familiar. I was suddenly tackled and pinned to the floor.
Hey! Let me go!
I can't let them kill me. If I let them run loose in the school, more of my friends will end up dead. I need to get away and tell everyone that they're here.
Gah!
Well, felt a sharp pain in my nape. Did I get injected with something? As soon as I felt it... I'm feeling sleepy. My vision turned hazy. My consciousness started to fade. No, I can't pass out now. Everyone will die. We have nothing to do with the invader hunt. Yeah. I heard someone muttering those words near my ear. Or at least I thought I did. Cool. Well, I know who they are. I think. I assume that they're Takumi and Hiroko from the other route. I think. Continue. My back hurts for some reason. My bed feels really hard today. Did I fall out of bed at some point and spend the rest of the day on the night on the floor? This isn't my room. I opened my eyes and looked around. I was in the room with the weird machines. What am I doing in here? Why was I waking up in a creepy place like this? I had no reason to be here. Did I? Wait, now I remember. Yugumu asked me to help look for the bees. I remember he's coming back. We looked around the school, making sure the sponsors' insect minions weren't still lurking around somewhere. But I couldn't remember anything after I came into this room. It was all blank. Was somebody else in here? Did they attack me? If anyone or anything had to attack me, it would be the bees. I was one of the people responsible for their master's demise. After all, maybe they wanted revenge. But if that happened, Yugumu, Tsubasa. The bees could be after them as well. I dashed out of the room in a panic. Ran all over the school looking for my friends. I checked both of their rooms, all the classrooms, libraries, and then finally... Oh, okay, they're fine. I was gonna say, are they not alive? Tsubasa, Yugumu, you're okay. I've been looking for you everywhere. Opened the door to the cafeteria to see the two of them just sitting there, eating, and talking like nothing was wrong. Huh? What's up, Takumi? You're sweating like crazy. Oh, yeah, you look more excited than a bitch in heat. Is crazy. They were both fine. I've been worried over nothing. Thank goodness. Yugumu, what the heck? Sheesh, don't scare me like that. I think we should be the one saying that to you. Anyway, now that you're here, you might as well join us in the strategy meeting. Yugumu and I was discussing how to organize our search for the QB liquid. What? Huh? The what? What are you talking about? The QB liquid? Come on, you haven't forgotten already. Huh? Forgotten? I've never heard of this stuff before. For real, but I explained it to you this morning. What? This morning? But weren't we fighting the sponsor this morning? That was yesterday. Yesterday? Something wasn't right here. We got the spare suit yesterday, and then this morning we defeated the sponsor. Hey, Takumi, what day do you think today is? It's day 31 of... It's day 32, Takumi. Huh? No, that couldn't be right. If it was day 32, that would mean I spent an entire day laying unconscious in that weird room. Maybe you've got a concussion. You did hit your head pretty hard. I did? When did that happen? You forgot that too? Yesterday. That's day 31. You tripped and hit your head. I don't remember that at all. Was it while I was looking for the bees? So what happened with the bees? Did you find any nest or hives anywhere? Nope, not a single one. Guess I was just being paranoid. Takumi, do you really not remember? Sorry, I don't remember a thing. You were acting pretty strange back then. Maybe the damage is worse than we thought. You should take it easy today. It might come back to you once you rest up a little. Sure. This whole thing still didn't make much sense to me. And this isn't day 35, it was the day that Eito went missing. I have to keep in mind that if we could technically have another sponsor, I guess, and it could be Ato. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's day 35, and the other one's day 26. No, it's day 36 and 25. Yeah, I keep telling you guys like they're X amount of days apart. And I keep getting them confused by one day. Continue. I wouldn't want to go to my room alone if something happened and they saw me. You know what I mean? I was like, what if I'm in there? Time to go to bed. Now is the night of day 32. And you know what else I would be so concerned about? If I were ever Takumi, and I relive these 100 days, every single day, I'm checking under my bed, I'm checking in that closet for anybody who might just be chilling in my room. You know what I mean? Like Ato that one time, I would be so paranoid every single day. I know I'm not going to get them back just by thinking hard, but still, this is unsettling. What if I wake up with even more gaps in my memory tomorrow? When I think about it that way, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep. Why is this weird stuff still happening? We'd overcome the ordeal only to be faced with another right after. There I thought beating the sponsor meant our luck was starting to turn. Nope, no being negative about it won't help me now. I gave my cheeks a light slap and took a deep breath and got myself together. If I let a little something like this get me down, I will never make it to day 100. I have to stay strong. I need to be prepared to put everything on the line for my friends, just like Hiruko did. She was my hero. My hero. Cool. Day 33. It's so weird that we've actually had every day between like day 20 something and now, you know what I mean? I think we've been to sleep one day. Day 33, huh? Mumbled, I don't even think we went to sleep that day. I think the doorbell kept ringing. I mumbled as if to reassure myself that I got up. Yesterday was day 32, today is day 33, no missing spots in my memory. Maybe it was only a temporary thing after all. What a relief. I was afraid I was going to have a new string of weird incidents on our hands. Hopefully now I can have a nice quiet day. But no sooner than that thought had crossed my mind when... Oh, okay. Well, this is this is normal. I've come to expect this so early in the morning too. I knew it. My luck's worse than ever. He's a jinx. Maybe this is the jinx route, actually. I scrambled out of my bed and made my way to the war room as fast as I could. Or maybe it's like the Grim Reaper route. That might be kind of neat. Hey Takumi. So Takumi. Takamaru and Kyoshika were both already there when we got to the war room. They both averted their eyes when they saw me. I've wanted to apologize all this time, but I didn't know where to start. Isolating someone from the group only to have that person save them, it's no wonder they felt awkward. But not for long. Apologize for what? I don't remember you doing anything you need to apologize for. So I had to let the whole thing go. The past is the past. There was no sense rather lingering on it to hold grudges now. I wanted us to focus on the present and forge a better future together. You sure you don't want any payback? I treated you like crap and you didn't deserve any of it. You're not just gonna forget about all that, are you? I already have. It's in the past. All I remember is that Takamaru Yuki Shiji is the kind of guy who will do whatever it takes to protect his friends, and that's all I need to know. I meant it too. It hadn't been much fun for me, but Takamaru had only been trying to keep the others safe in his own way. You're a real stand-up guy, Takumi. Faith, your heart is larger than the ocean itself. You could be the king of pirates someday, Sir Takumi. You could find everything in one piece. Takumi, I know everyone's doing it, but I want to apologize too. I'm sorry for treating you so coldly back when the invader hunt began. I felt terrible about it ever since. Guys, seriously, it's okay. We gotta go fight some invaders. I agree. I've had quite enough of this, saturine sweet sentiment for one day. We're all friends again. Can't we just leave it at that?
Special Defense Unit! Best friends in the world!
Okay. I'm just never sure about you on the screen anymore. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, girlie. You two are pretty mean to Takumi too, you know. That's just how they are. Nah, not even an Iron Claw. Also Iron Claw movie. Can get them to apologize even if they don't want to. Ha 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 ha. I didn't really care about what was happening before. They were a real team again, and that's what mattered. We were all friends and allies, all of us together. Sorry to bring the mood down, but shouldn't we do something about the invaders? They advanced a pretty long way already. Oh right, I totally forgot. To be fair, the alarm's still not blaring. I feel like that thing shouldn't turn off, you know what I mean? Come on everyone, let's get out of here. We're on the battlefield and fought our first defensive battle we fought in a while. That's the truth. And we probably won't fight it. We'll probably be able to skip. Unless Darumi is going to be doing something, but she's not even here. Annihilate all enemies and a Toodaloo. I still never had a chance to upgrade Yugumu. And I kind of really meant to do that when I thought I was going to be fighting with him all the time.
It's weird.
But then I didn't.
But I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger.
It must be from all the fighting we did during the hunt. It feels like they're moving in slow motion now.
Maybe that's true. Oh, maybe that's a part of the plan of... Well, no. Because I guess now that we think about it, the sponsor will still be around in the other side of this realm. I'm better than ever too. The way I move now, I feel like I could pull off some high-flying lucha moves. You are not a lucha superstar. Well, I guess you do a Phoenix Splash.
That sponsor just made us stronger. What a dumbass.
Don't get carried away, guys. We've got an even stronger enemy approaching. Odds are it's a commander.
Is it a Damake? Oh yeah, Darumi certainly has to show up. That's the one that took her out. How infuriating, yippity skippity.
It's him! That's the commander that killed Hiruko.
That makes this our big chance to avenge her. Can't wait to get into it.
This guy's going down. I won't stand by and let him escape this time.
Agreed. All we could do before was force him to retreat, but we're not going to lose this time. If we all work together, no one can beat us.
Let's do this, everyone. For Hiruko!
For Hiruko!
I'm coming for you!
Hey, take me out to dinner first. Come on, my guy, Damake, you gotta have some better manners than that. Come on, that's not the first thing you say to somebody when you meet them. Didn't say anything to us the last time you met us when you killed Hiruko. That was also very rude of you, sir. In fact, I want you to perish. Bang. Goodbye. Unless there's some sort of third wave, but he's usually a one and done kind of guy.
We beat the commander.
Now we just gotta finish him off.
Let Darumi do it.
This is a revenge killing, right? Why don't we take our time and really make it hurt?
That's crazy.
This is for Hiruko.
I say we present his body as an offering at Hiruko's grave. I think she'd like that.
Admittedly, I think she would like that.
No way. She doesn't want that kind of baggage hanging over her when she's in heaven.
No, she loved blood and guts spilling all over the place.
Are you crazy or just stupid? None of your kind will ever enter heaven.
Okay, so they do have a concept of heaven on this, in their culture.
It seems the varlet still has life enough to talk back to us.
Damn filthy invaders! Treating me like this. I hope you all rot in hell for eternity.
Invaders, but you guys are the invaders.
Get back! Don't you dare touch me! Lay a finger on me, and I'll rip your throats out with my bare teeth.
Real sore loser, aren't you? But you didn't hold back against Hiruko. How's it feel to be on the other side of that?
Takamaru, you said it wrong. It's actually, the line is spoken. How does it feel to be on the other, on the other side of that? You gotta enunciate. Once you reach the other side, you'll get it next time, Takamaru.
Repent for our friend's death with your life, vile fiend.
Go ahead, Takumi. Finish him.
Huh? You want me to do it?
This will wipe out the final insult to Hiruko's memory. You're clearly the best man for the job.
I think it should be Darumi.
Yeah, I think that's what she would want too.
Tear him apart, Mr. Sumino.
Okay.
Somehow I felt like they wouldn't let me say no. I took a step closer to a Damake.
Damn it. Damn it. I told you to stay away from me!
Well, you're gonna die. When I killed him and avenged Hiruko, the invader hunt would finally be well and truly over. My next strike will put an end to this darkness, this dark, desperate chapter in our lives.
This will end it all.
But just as I was about to bring down my sword, Oh no. Heard a sound that couldn't possibly be real. Not here. No, not now. And then it finally happened. A swarm of bees appeared, gathering in the air above Adamake. A moment later, they attacked it and drained every ounce of his blood with their razor-sharp stingers. Now just a blackened husk, his body fell lifelessly to the ground. Uh-oh. For a moment, I was so shocked I couldn't speak. How could this be happening?
Why are the bees here again?
Naturally, it's because I am alive and well.
I turned around at the sound of the voice, and standing there was...
Not quite as satisfying as Kurara O Suzuki's, but this commander's cryptoglobin is sweet nectar all the same.
Do you know what could be happening now? I feel like it shouldn't be possible that the Yai survived, but in the instance that maybe it did, maybe it got to Darumi. And now she's the one carrying on the killing game.
Thanks to that, my wounds have healed. I've made a complete recovery.
Well, that shouldn't be possible.
But how can you still be alive? I watched you die.
You did indeed. My body was burned to ashes until not a single piece of me remained. But you overlooked something, Takumi Sumino. That was only one of my bodies.
What? What?
Much like with the suit, I happen to have some spares set aside.
What? 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 What day is this? Can I not open the? I can't open the. I can't open the start menu. I don't know what day this is. 33? It's not 36 yet. Suddenly, figures in strange suits started appearing everywhere. There were at least 10 sponsors standing on the battlefield now. Is this a dream? No, it's more like a nightmare.
Takumi Sumino, your plan to eliminate me, that is, was truly ingenious. In recognition for your courage and cunning, I'll overlook your breach of the rules.
Oh, sweet.
Anything for an accomplished hunter like yourself.
No, this can't be happening. It took so much work just to beat one of them, and now there's this many.
Heard, actually.
It's an illusion. They must be shadow clones or after images.
You're welcome to test that theory, but don't blame me if you meet the same fate as Kurara O Suzuki.
None of us made a move. Instinctively, we knew we had no chance. If we tried to attack any of the sponsors, we'd be killed on the spot.
So why did you pretend to be dead? Were you just playing with us?
I knew giving you a taste of hope would make your despair that much more intense. Do you see now how futile it is to defy me?
Okay, so it would still make sense for them to have a bunch of suits. That part still makes sense because I assume that Calamity Kako or whichever queen that is would know where to get the suits from. The problem here is I don't know where they got all of these bodies. You know what I mean?
But why are you only showing yourself again now?
And what day is this?
We worked so hard to defeat that commander. Stealing the fruits of our labor is adding insult to injury.
You misunderstand me. I only absorbed his cryptoglobin temporarily to ensure it's distributed fairly.
Distributed?
Such a mighty prize should be reserved for only the most excellent of my hunters. I will split this commander's cryptoglobin among the top 3 players. In first, Darumi Amamiya. Second, Takumi Sumino. And third, Yugamu Omikage.
Oh, so Shoma's still gonna die. It's also almost the day for it to happen. Unless it is this day. It's not this day. I think it's day 26.
These 3 alone will receive the reward. Accept it now!
I don't want it. At the sponsor's words, one of the bees flew over to me. And it dropped my prize, a weird vial of red fluid at my feet.
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious?
Yes.
No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating. She is a talented hunter too, after all. This game wouldn't be nearly so interesting without her.
The killing game is still going on. I thought we ended it.
So sorry to quash your short-lived joy, but the invader hunt will continue.
Well, now I'm so not intrigued. There
are still 2 days until the end of the first round. I encourage you lower-ranked hunters to make a special effort during that time. Of course, the rest of you can't afford to get complacent either. That's just how this game works.
What's the QB liquid? I don't think they ever explained what that was. Sponsor's laugh echoed across the desolate battlefield. The defensive battle was over, but the invader hunt was back on. With our lives once again at the mercy of the rankings, it felt like a truly hollow victory. Oh. Can't say I was expecting that. After the battle, we returned to the school and met up in the cafeteria. We need to discuss what we were going to do next, but at least we're all on the same page now. So basically the hunt is back on like nothing ever happened. To think the sponsor would come back, a villain like that has no right rising from the dead. And now there's just 2 more days left of the first round. And when it ends, the person in last place will be executed. The killing game wasn't over. The sponsor had multiple bodies, making them effectively immortal. Now that we knew that, any hope we might have had built up had been replaced with despair. I don't think I can do this anymore. Following that person's orders and risking my life playing this terrible game, it's all too much. There, sister dearest. Don't worry, your dear brother will protect you. Even if I have to sacrifice everything to do it. Damn it, this whole thing is bullshit. I can't believe the sponsor played us like that. All that despair and frustration needed an outlet, and Takamaru... The target Takamaru settled on was... Of course. Takamaru, we can't have nice things. Yo, Takumi, what the hell is going on here? You told us the sponsor was dead. They were. Sorry, I'm just as surprised as you guys. I don't think any of us expected the sponsor to have multiple bodies. You saying you didn't know? Don't lie to me, man. You and that bastard were working together this whole time, weren't you? Takamaru, get out of here. I'm done with you on this route. On this route, get out of here. I'll see you once I go back to the other side of the save Ato routes. You were cool. You were my guy on that route. On this route, we're not vibing. What? That's crazy. Of course we haven't. Then why are the only ones who got prizes from your team? You sure that wasn't some kind of payment for going along with the sponsor's act? No, why would... What? No, I never betray you guys. You still look like that... you still took that little handout without any protest, almost like you already knew it was coming. Now I'll probably end up at first in the ranks for... now you'll probably end up first in the ranks, rather, for this round. You told us the game was over, so none of us have been earning points over the last couple of days. Your position is just as strong as before, while we've lost a chance to catch up to you. You get to survive the next round while your partner, the sponsor, gets to mess with us. It's a win for the both of you. Okay, well, literally my other 2 partners know that it wasn't us. I can't believe you let you fool us like that. Hiroko died. I'm so... I don't want to say frustrated. Yeah, I am, with all of them. So Takumi, all this time, you colluded with our enemy? You betrayed us all. I'll have your head for this. Don't do it, Kiyoshika. Put your sword away. Back off, guys. Takumi is innocent. How many times are you going to make the same mistake? Agreed. Hey, I've tried to trust Takumi. He legit saved my life, you know. But I gotta look at the bigger picture. Every time I put my trust in him, something bad happens. First Gaku died, then Kurara, the invader hunt started, and right when it looked like we were out of the woods, the game's suddenly back on and we're in last place. All that can't just be coincidence. What am I supposed to think? Takamaru glared at me with the absolute, like I was the absolute scum of the earth.
You really are a jinx. No, you're worse than that. You're like the Grim Reaper. Nothing good ever comes from being around you.
I hope you get in last.
So do us all a favor and stay away from us.
I heard the anger in his voice. I knew my dream was over. Making a day with 100 with everyone working together as a team, that would never happen now. All I gotta say to you, from now on, we're enemies. Don't come talking to me like we're still friends.
Hey!
Ima, Kako, let's go. We gotta earn some points and get ahead of those guys while we still can. Takamaru stormed out of the cafeteria, taking the twins with him. Now it's come to this. I must retreat to the mountains. I'll undergo intense training and unlock the power I need to strike down every one of those accursed sponsors. Well, I mean, she has a regular sword, so actually she probably is the best person to handle this situation. Kyoshika, no. You can't go out there alone. At least let us come with you. Nozomi's team hurried away as well, leaving just me and my only 2 friends in the world. Jeez, what's with those guys? All this over some dumb prize Takumi didn't even ask for? They can't help it, this game's made them paranoid. Everything seems suspicious to them now. Even a little vial of cryptoglobin. Yugumo was right. All they wanted was to get rid of the Grim Reaper in their midst. The vial was just a convenient excuse for them to do that. Speaking of vials, remember what the sponsor said back there? Something about injecting Darumi?
It seems Darumi Amamiya is not here. Is she still unconscious? No matter. I will inject this into her myself. I'm sure she'll find it most invigorating.
Right, that means the sponsor probably went to Darumi's room. She could be in danger, come on. We ran for the stairs and headed up to the roof. We couldn't let the sponsor do anything to Darumi. Hiroko had given up her life to save her. She was her legacy. Darumi! We wrenched the door open to Darumi's room and charged inside. Was the sponsor nowhere to be found? Was Darumi anywhere to be found? Oh, she's here. Darumi was awake. She was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring up vaguely at the ceiling. Darumi, you're okay. Huh? What's up, Tsubasa? Why are you and Takamaru and Yugumo all out of breath? You finally decided to kill me, right? You're breathing heavy because of the anticipation. Only one finger gun. I can't allow that. You gonna pass me around and have some fun with me first, or you gonna save that until after I'm dead? Darumi, please. Can't have a killing game without some gory or sexy R-rated scenes, am I right? Go ahead and mess me up. No, you've been through enough, girlie. Should we film it for posterity? Make sure you get my good side when my O's roll back in to my head. We stop talking crazy for 1 minute, Darumi. Thank goodness she's the same as ever. Morbid, inappropriate sense of humor included. Are you alright, Darumi? You're not sick or in pain or anything? Nope, I'm 110% A-okay. In fact, I think actually getting some sleep has made my skin healthier than usual. Oh man, at this rate, I'm gonna get bags under my eyes. The bags under my eyes, rather, might disappear. I love those little black smudges like they were my own children. I don't think I could bear losing them. Wait, that's not just eyeliner? There is some eyeliner that's dripping. Okay, well, I'm glad she's okay. There's just one problem. How exactly are we supposed to treat Darumi from now on? Obviously, I want to honor Hiroko's last wish and do whatever I can to make sure she survives. But she's also technically the person who killed Hiroko. There's no getting away from that. Then again, does Darumi even know what she did, or has she repressed that whole episode? Hey Darumi, how much do you remember about what happened before you blacked out? Huh? Pretty much all of it. You, me, Yugumo, Mistress Hiroko went off on a picnic and then got attacked by a commander. Mr. Hiroko got mortally wounded protecting me, and then I stabbed her in the back and killed her. That just about covers everything, right? So she remembers. I have to think she'd be happier if she forgot, though. It's bad enough that she had to lose Hiroko, but to have been the one to kill her herself? What can I even say to someone that's been through something like that? Should I try to comfort her? Reassure her that she did the right thing? I'm out of my depth. I got no idea what to do here. Okay, Takumi, it's your turn. Tell me what's been happening while I was out. I'm really glad that was a decision, because I'll keep it a buck with you. I don't know what would have been the right... there's no right answers in this game. That's not true. Sometimes it feels like there's a right answer and a wrong answer in this game. I don't know what would have been the preferential, happier answer. Is the click game still going? Yeah, it is. It hasn't been a constant thing, though. Managed to end it once, but then it started right back up again. I explained everything to Takumi. I told her how we formed the anti-sponsor alliance with Hiroko, about how Hiroko obtained one of the same kind of suits as a sponsor, and how with Tsubasa's help we figured out its weakness to take down the sponsor. Of course, after that, the sponsor came back and revealed that they had multiple bodies. So in the end, we didn't, nothing we did even mattered. Tears sprung from my eyes while I was telling the story. Saying it out loud made the pain of losing Hiroko feel fresh and raw again. And then it happened. The? Are you okay? She started acting really weird again, even by her standards. She was stuttering the same syllable over and over again, making her sound like an old staticky radio. Come on, Darumi, what's... That's what you get, I figured, for trying to stop the killing game. Huh? Finally, Darumi screamed so loud I had to cover my ears. When her voice finally stopped echoing around the room, I took a moment to process what she actually said. Did you seriously just say that's what you get? Well, duh. That's your punishment for being dumb enough to try and stop the end of the hunt ahead of time. Killing games are an immutable law of nature. You can't just end them. How could you be so stupid, moron? What's with that attitude? I know you only just recovered, rather, but there's a limit to what I'll put up with from you. Hiroko wanted to end the invader hunt so no one else would have to die. She gave her life to do that. I was gonna trample over her feelings. Mistress Hiroko, stop the killing game? You're crazy. She was the goddess of this game. Goddess? Mistress Hiroko reveled in slaughter and bloodshed. She was the perfect embodiment of everything the invader hunt stood for. And now she's in my tummy. That makes me like the holy oh my gosh. If in 1 week, or I suppose 2 weeks, if you had told me that we'd have 2 Holy Mother jokes on this channel, I think I would have accepted that that's a possibility, but I would have been really confused on who and where this would have been linked to. And if you gave me a list of characters, I don't think I would tell you, I wouldn't be able to tell you the 2 characters that I would think would have been the reference to those. So here we are. The Holy Mother of the Goddess or something. Darumi tenderly placed both of her hands over her stomach.
Watch over me, Mistress Hiroko. I'll kill lots of invaders and offer up their blood in your name.
She's gonna die.
I'll knock everyone else out of the rankings and reign supreme as the Queen of Kills! Let's all have fun killing each other, guys!
Darumi's unbridled joy towards the killing game was unnerving, maybe even inhuman. I couldn't see us talking any sense into her. She was an uncontrollable monster. Was everything we did really pointless? Our alliance against the sponsor, getting the suit, Hiroko's sacrifice. What was the point of any of it? Dang, this actually feels pretty desolate, dude. We're at about 2.5 hours. I'll probably go for another half hour. I would have kind of expected we would get to an ending at this point. We're actually going like every single day in this route. The day after the sponsor came back to life, Yugumu, Tsubasa, and I got together for another meeting of the anti-sponsor alliance. The way I see it, we've got 2 options open to us. Continue playing the game or kill the sponsor to end it. What, again, is that even possible? That's something we can discuss if we choose that option. Right now, we've got to decide on what direction we're going to take. I say we, but really it's up to you, Takumi. You want me to decide? You are the Alliance's leader. That's what Hiroko said, remember? Come to think of it, she did give me that job, didn't she? You've been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. She might have even given me the position because she knew she was going to die. I think that's actually a real strong possibility. Is that why did she think I could hold the Alliance together even after she was gone? Are you sure you want someone like me as your leader? I don't have any real skills or talents. Nah, dude, it's gotta be you. You got the courage and the resolve we need to get us through this. I'd like you to be our leader too, Takumi. I just know if anything happens, you'll come to my rescue. It's reassuring to have someone like that in charge. You guys, oh man. Honestly, I think this might be too much for me. These 2 are willing to put their faith in me. I can't let them down. All right, I'll accept the position as leader. Might not have very much going for me, but I'll do everything I can to keep you safe. That's the spirit. Oh, great and powerful leader. Tell us where our alliance is going from here. Do we continue to participate in the invader hunt, or do we try and kill off the sponsor? Can you do the hunt or kill the sponsor? Obviously, taking part in the game is out of the question. I won't stand by and watch another one of my friends die at the end of the round. If you lose any more points, it's going to be hard to get through the defensive battles too. But the only way to stop the game is by killing the sponsor, and I'm not sure if that's even possible anymore. Now that they've come back from the dead, they feel more untouchable than ever. How are we supposed to beat someone with multiple bodies? Even if we all came up with something, how would we know if we got them all? Playing the game and killing the sponsor are both equally impossible then. Neither. I'm choosing the third option. The third? We run. We leave this place and the killing game behind. After all, we know where the escape pod is. Fair. If we can find a way to activate it early, we can all go back to the artificial satellite. The sponsor and their bees are powerful, but there's no way they can follow us all the way into space. Takumi, what are you talking about? We went over this already. The escape pod is out of commission. What? Out of commission? You mean we can't use it at all? Since when? Tsubasa, remember when Takumi hit his head that time? Oh, so you forgot about that too, huh? In that case, it'll be easier to show you again. Come on, let's go to the hangar. What? What happened in the day that he was out? It looks like they might have knocked out Takumi. Maybe the Takumi that was there took off his suit. And he was acting weird. But here's the thing, I don't know if he was acting weird because, you know, Takumi is weird. Oh, dude. Okay, so hear me out. There's a couple of things that might be going on here. Tsubasa led us to the storeroom underneath the gym. And there I saw... How the heck did this happen? Was it the bees? Huh? Every inch of the escape pod surface was riddled with holes. Oh, certainly they're probably bees. What happened here? Did you get shot up by a machine gun or something? Whoa, the exact same reaction as last time. You really did lose your memories, didn't you? Never mind that. Tell me what's going on here. Who did this? It's less of a who and more of a what. We can't really blame anyone except the bacteria. Bacteria is as in microscopic life forms, but the pod's not organic. How could they destroy solid metal? Let me explain. The corrosion's been caused by something called particle bacteria. It erodes on a molecular level, rather, so it's invisible to the naked eye until the damage starts to show. The bacteria eats away at metal to grow stronger. Actually, I'm not sure if eat is the right word. Technically, it's more like energy is released during the oxidation that allows its cells to reproduce. Don't be fooled by the bacteria part of the name. It's not really alive, it's just a chemical substance. Oh, interesting. That said, we're talking about something that randomly occurs on a quantum space level, so there's not a lot we know about it. I have a feeling that this wasn't just random. Is there any chance of repairing the pod? Not the way it is now. I'd have to get rid of the particle bacteria first. Is that possible? So Tsubasa took out a photograph and showed it to me. Oh, that's what the QB liquid is for. Yeah, but we need some of this. QB liquid is the only thing that can purge the bacteria. I have no idea where to find it, though. What about the biolab? I looked in there already. This is rare stuff. I don't think there's a single vial of it in the whole school. At this point, the only thing we can do is search around the ruins outside and hope for the best. So we're looking for a rare material while trying not to fall behind in the ranks. I have a feeling that's not going to be easy. We'll have to repair the pod eventually, but activating it... so no matter what, if we don't repair it, we're stuck here, you know what I mean? And getting out of here early does seem almost impossible. You get the position we're in now. Using this to escape the game isn't feasible. We just need to go with a different strategy. We're back to the first two choices I offered you. Play the game or kill the sponsor, what it's gonna be. Huh. Those are my two choices, taking everything I know into account, though. Not a choice, okay. Sorry, I still think the third choice is the best option. We'll find a way to repair the pod and use it to escape from the game. You sure? We just went through how doing that is so hard it's practically impossible. We're gonna face steep odds no matter what we do. I'd rather take a chance in a path I believe in. Step 1, find the QB liquid, destroy the particle bacteria, repair the damage. After that, we focus on a way to activate the pod earlier. Once that's done, we get everyone on board and get out of here and back to the artificial satellite. I don't think they're gonna trust you, though. Prioritize escaping to safety. That's what you're going with, Takumi. Well, I did say I respect your leadership, our leader's decision, rather. That's cool with you too, Tsubasa? Sure, if that's what you want, Takumi, I'm fine with it. I've already made up my mind to stand by you to the very end. After the way I treated you before, I want to make up for that and be supportive as I can now. Tsubasa. My heart gave a little leap. It's the romance run all over again. Those two are putting so much faith into me. Man, it felt like I could make it through this any ordeal, man. Oh, man. Tsubasa, are you really sure you're okay with this? Aren't you technically still on those only team with the other girls? It's fine. I decided to officially leave that team. I feel bad for them losing a fighter, but you guys are way more important to me. Oh, way more important. When I heard that, I almost broke down into tears. Even an outcast like me has other people who consider him important. So long as I remember that, there's nothing I can't do. I know we'll make it back to the satellite together. Alright guys, let's fix this escape pod. We're all going home. And we're going back alive. We had our goal, now we just need to start to make it a reality. The first order of business was to try and go and find some QB liquid. Some quarterback liquid. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins. I think there's a hospital on the right side of the map. The forest, not, I guess the forest map is the right side of the map technically. Out beyond the school, we explored the ruins of what had once been stores, ransacking the shelves for anything that looked like what we needed. Of course, should have known better that we'd find something that rare that easily. Before we knew it, the sky had already turned a dark orange of sunset. Whew. The sun's gone down, we should probably call it a day soon. Yeah. It's not dark yet, we can keep up a little longer. Overdoing it's not gonna help anyone, Takumi. This search could take a while and we need to conserve our strength. Don't forget, tomorrow's the last day of the first round. You never know what might happen when things get right down to the wire. We need to be ready to deal with any kind of unexpected conflicts. Oh, right, it is tomorrow, isn't it? Based on our current standings, no one from our teams was in any real danger of being executed, but it made sense to be careful all the same. Alright, let's head back for the day. In the interest of staying fresh for tomorrow, we returned to the school and went straight to bed. Time passed, and eventually... Ding dong bing bong. Oh, never mind. The final day of the invader hunt had arrived. Well, Tsubasa's all the way down in 8th. She may want to... Well, Shoma's, regardless, he's just kind of hanging out. He's losing anyway. So she's fine regardless. I hope. That would suck.
Be ready to give your...
I still wanted to be, you know, the sponsor. Here it is, the end of round 1. I'm so curious about how there are so many sponsors, unless they are just like... I mean, if only one of them is talked. I'm trying to think if there is any other host that's possible. I think there's one other possible host. And that's Takumi as a queen, actually. Because we know that a Takumi is queenified. That being said, I think there's a world where they swapped that Takumi somewhere else. And if that world exists, there's a world where that Takumi found out about the suits and has also traveled, like, back to this route. You know what I mean? I don't know yet. But we are in real spicy, some things are happening, shenanigans kind of thing. We'll continue. Whoever's at the bottom of the rankings at midnight will be executed by the sponsor. Last time I checked, Shoma was in last place. I wonder what's going through his mind now that he's facing death. What is he feeling? Maybe I'll check on him while there's still time. I don't know if I would want to talk to someone who's about to die that night. Oh, Takumi, good morning. Hey Shoma, sorry to call on you so early. It's fine, I don't mind. Are you feeling alright? Spending too much time breathing the same air as me will probably spoil the rest of your day, you know. His self-esteem was just as low as ever, but he didn't seem scared. Shoma, how can you be so calm? Today's the last day of the round. The day is the last day of this round of the game. You're at the bottom of the rankings. If you don't earn some points quick, then... I know, but it's okay. I decided to accept my death as gracefully as I can. You're just going to accept it? Don't you want to survive? Well, of course. Well, I did it first anyway. I wanted to get out of here someday and see Leo again, but I changed my mind. Another person shouldn't have to die just to keep a piece of human trash like me alive a little longer. Oh, So, you're okay with being killed in this messed up game we're forced to play? No, I hate it has to be this way. But that's all the more reason for me not to struggle against the inevitable. What do you mean? If I stay where I am in last place, no one else will have to worry about dying. The sponsor wants to see us panic and turn on each other, but that's not going to happen. Well, no, that's not true. They have literally all turned on me anyway, Shoma, so no, you failed. I may not be able to defeat the sponsor, but I can at least disappoint them. I'm going to consider that a win.
I'll end my life with my one and only victory. That's good enough for me.
He gets his one dub. Shoma. Seeing Shoma smile in the face of certain death brought me to tears. Takumi's been crying a whole lot during this round. All this time, we'd been so focused on our survival. I wonder if, like, Takumi has cried various times, but I feel like he cries a lot more in this round. But I feel like he is also the most emotionally vulnerable or emotionally isolated that he's been in any other round on this round. And here he was willing to give his life to save the rest of us. That had to take a tremendous amount of inner strength and kindness, too. Actually, since you're here, do you think I could ask you for one last favor? A favor? Can you take over looking after Ava for me? She needs someone to bring her food, clean her cage, and talk to her so she won't get lonely. The fact that I'll be leaving her alone is the one thing that still bothers me. I just want her to be happy. Ever since I refused to give Ava her mask back, we hadn't exactly been on great terms. But if this was Shoma's last request, I owed it to him to try. I nodded firmly. Sure. You can leave Ava to me. I'll do whatever I can to protect her from harm and misfortune, I promise. Thank you. That's a relief. Now I really do have no regrets. Spent the whole of that day with Shoma. He told me about Ava's favorite foods and regaled with me stories about him and Leo and the residential complex. We passed the time chatting aimlessly, even after the sun went down. But then, on the stroke of midnight... Oh, well. well. Hunters of the Special Defense Unit gather in the schoolyard immediately. This is the closing ceremony for the first round is upon us. We're called to the schoolyard by announcement. What if we just didn't go? And there we're all forced to watch Shoma's execution. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Shoma Genzaki. Alas, his refusal to compete seriously made the end of the first round quite anticlimactic. The final struggle to stay out of last place is usually one of the most exciting parts of the game. I hope we'll have no cowards in the next round rather. I encourage you all to put your energy into the hunt from now on. You don't want to end up like him now, do you? Shoma was just a shriveled up corpse now. He looked so small, like some kind of grotesque figurine. Damn it, I'm sorry I couldn't save you, Shoma. I'm so sorry, Shoma. Middling in flavor, yet ample in nutrients. Thanks to his contribution, we've become stronger still. The more cryptoglobin the sponsor absorbs, the more powerful they get. I can feel it from here. When does the second round start anyway? I'm assuming we're not going to dive right into it tomorrow. You can relax on that count. I will grant you all a week's respite for surviving the first round. Okay, well, hear me out, because if we get 7 days, and then we get another 10 days to actually do the next round, there's no way that we're gonna climb up to having, like, one person left, you know what I mean? At first, when I was, like, doing the quick math, I was like, we're gonna end up with, like, 4 people left or something. Now, it's even less than that. Unless you're gonna kill multiple people next round. Round 2, 2 people die. The second round will begin on day 43. Use that time to rest, recuperate, and prepare for the next hunt. It's not very long, but at least we get some time off. And if 2 people die, it's definitely going to be both of the twins. Now that we can take it easy, though, we got to use that time to get stronger and survive the next round, too. Ima, Kako, as of right now, you guys are in boot camp. We're going to the mountains to train. Oh, great. I've never been any good at this sporty jock stuff. A week off. Will we be able to find the QB liquid and get out of here in that time? I hereby call the first round of the invader hunt to a close. I will leave you with the task of getting rid of this filthy corpse. We dug a grave for Shoma in the schoolyard and buried his body.
Thank you, Shoma. You saved us all.
Well,
I won't forget what you've done for us. I promise.
Words of gratitude came spilling out of my mouth. Thanks to Shoma's sacrifice, the rest of us didn't have to struggle to stay out of last place. The sponsor was wrong. Shoma wasn't a coward. He was the only one of us who had the strength to put others first.
I won't let your sacrifice be in vain.
Another friend dead, thanks to the invader hunt. This can't be allowed to continue. We're finding that liquid and repairing the escape pod. We'll find a way to get it working. And then we're getting on board and getting everyone alive out of here. I don't know if that's gonna work too well. Back home to the artificial satellite. Very interesting. And we're, oh, well, this is the day. If there were going to be somebody showing up, you know, if there were going to be another Ito.
Be ready to give your life.
This would be the day that he shows up. Every time we get to day 36 on any round now, I'm going to have to cringe a little bit and say, this is the start of our week's break. From the invader hunt. Of course, that doesn't mean we're going to be sitting around doing nothing. The anti-sponsor alliance is going to be giving it their all to search for some QB liquid and get the heck out of here. Oh, there's something else. Ava. I did promise Shoma I'd take care of her. It's been awkward between us ever since I made her cry that one time, but this is what Shoma wanted. I have to honor that last request. I made my way to the courtyard, determined to patch things up with our prisoner. Gonna get her mask. I see, so Shoma's dead. Ava's face fell when I told her what happened. He was such a timid boy, and a little strange, but I liked him. He was kind, even to a prisoner like me. Leaving you behind was his only regret. He said he wanted you to be happy. He really was a great guy. No matter how bad things looked for him, he was always thinking of others. Now it's my turn to carry on that legacy. Hey, Ava. I'm sorry I broke my promise to return your mask. Do you think you can find it in your heart to forgive me? Shoma asked me to take care of you in his place when he was gone. I know you probably won't like seeing me every day from now on, but no, I don't mind. In fact, I've wanted to apologize to you for a while now too. I'm sorry about last time. I shouldn't have reacted that way or the way that I did. That mask is just so important to me, it's easy for me to get carried away. Ava bowed her head in apology. Unlike our last conversation, she was clearly thinking a lot more calmly and rationally now. Or maybe calm wasn't the word, maybe it was more like resignation. Her face was still eerily, almost devoid of emotion. I didn't have it in me to act like the situation was any better than it was either. The mood began to stagnate. If you're that concerned about having your face exposed, I can get you a hat or something. No, that wouldn't work. I decided to never cover my face with anything other than that mask. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was such a specific belief. Without that mask, I am nothing. I can't stay calm. I can't gather my courage. You're really attached to it, huh? Is it like a source of support for you? Of course it is, that mask. It's the only one of its kind in the world. My daughter made it especially for me. Your daughter? You have a kid? You're a MILF? Vesh's an auntie? We've been through this several times. Do I look too young to be a mother? Technically, it was my brother's wife who gave birth to her. But after her parents died, I took her in. Even if we're only tangentially related by blood, she is my one and only daughter. It was a shocking revelation. Ava? A mother? Takumi, I've had that same thought. I've said those same words. Blank, a mother? And I know what follows afterwards. A MILF. I know you're about to say it, Takumi. Tell him. But there was more to it than that. A MILF. Something didn't add up here. Invaders were creatures created by Earth itself to help bring about world death. That's what we'd been told. The Earth must have given birth to further advance world death and eradicate all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not that much of a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school. Have we been wrong the whole time? Do the invaders actually have their own lives outside of world death? It would be easy enough to get the truth. All I had to do was ask Ava, what are you? I forced myself to hold back the question. What really mattered right now was finding the QB liquid and fixing the escape pod. If I let the true nature of the invaders distract us, we'd never get any of that done. Man, this game, ugh. Because if you had gone this way first, you would get, like, these kinds of teases, but you wouldn't know, and, like, I know very clearly.
Oh, Commune. I miss you so much.
And we've met her. We've met Commune. Oh, man. And dude, if we had gotten this, and I think there's a couple other routes where she mentions the name Commune, her daughter, I think it's mainly when she is a ghost. Every other time she's been like brainwashed, actually. If she had said, if we had played either of those two routes first before the rebellion route, I think actually in this game they've had all three of the names of our shows, Rebellion, Fracture, and Inferno said. That being said, it's a very long game, so that's not surprising. Yeah, I think like we would have known immediately that wow, Commune is Ava's daughter. When we went the Rebellion route, but instead it was kind of the opposite, saying, oh, Commune, it's a little invader, and it was like, but you guys killed my mother, and I was like, huh? And that's when we learned that Ava was a MILF. Commune, that must be your daughter's name. I wonder if we'll meet her on this route then. I kind of wonder if that's the only route we meet Commune. I hope that's not the case. After that, I met up with Yugamu and Tsubasa, and we set out for the day. Outside the school, we began to search for QB liquid with renewed vigor. We pinned down the potential location on a map we'd found in the library beforehand, and soon found ourselves sifting through the rubble in an old pharmaceutical facility. We had nothing to show for our work that day. The only thing we'd found in the ruins was regular junk. Finding what we needed wouldn't be easy, and there were bound to be days where we walked away disappointed, just like this one. Are these all like, okay, so day 37. I'd like to at least get to day 40 today. The next day we found ourselves focused on old pharmacies and construction sites in the residential area. Once again, we found nothing but junk and had to return to school empty-handed. Day 38. Yeah, this is how we speed through our days, huh? And the thing is, I guess we have 7 days. I was gonna say, we're not killing any invaders during these days. No, we have 7-day break. The day after that, we searched the corners of every house, and we couldn't find from corner to corner. It looked more like a store than a house. Huh? We failed to find what we were looking for, and before we knew it, the sun had gone down. 39. Okay, when I said I wanted to get to day 40, I didn't mean like speed run to day 40. On day 39, we made our way to the ruins of an old dockyard. I wouldn't be surprised if it was here, actually. Because that's something you would want to have, like if there was a ship around. You don't want particle bacteria on that, I would assume. And you'd want QB liquid to repair the hull as soon as possible. We searched around all day, but we didn't find anything that looked like QB liquid. I think the worst part about this is there's a world where they could just find that, like, label, or rather that bottle, but it's missing the label, or the label is, like, either been ripped up or eroded because this world is kind of ravaged. Day 40 already. There's only 3 days left of our break, including today. I wanted to find the QB liquid before the start of the second round, but at this rate, I don't think that's gonna happen. We just don't have enough people to cover all this ground. Let's face it, the chances of the three of us stumbling upon something that rare were always pretty slim. What am I saying? It's not over yet. I gave my cheeks that slap again, and we said... And we went. We'll find that liquid. We have to. I reassured myself as I set out for another day's searching. Just as I was leaving my room, someone called out to me, but it wasn't Yugamu or Tsubasa, it was Darumi. Hey! No, it was Moko Mojiro. Morning, Takumi. Kyoshika, I'm done with you on this route, too. Huh? Huh? Moko. And you. What are these two doing outside of my room? We're thinking of starting a new segment. Kind of a Moko Mojiro Knows Best. Morning edition. I love Mojiro Knows Best. I think Moko Knows Best flows a little barrel, but you know, it's fun. Reminds me of Clarissa Explains It All, but you know. I feel like there was a show that was Blank Knows Best. Don't remember what it was. Oh, what? What exactly does that mean? Basically we want to have breakfast with you. You haven't been in the cafeteria in a while, so it might be nice for us to eat together and maybe catch up on some stuff, you know? No, I don't want this. I would rather not. Something was weird. Despite Moko's cheerful demeanor, Kyoshika was still as silent as sullen as ever. When you say catch up on stuff, what stuff are you talking about? Oh, you know, just anything that pops into our heads. I'm sure we can think of something. Like the state of pro wrestling in the TRC, our favorite for the next champions, the latest backstage gossip, or hey, maybe even the physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit. What? Okay, this is more than a little weird now. Why would I talk about how the others are doing with these two? We're not even on the same team right now. This was a bad idea, Lady Moko. We should involve Sir Takumi in this. He is the Grim Reaper after all. Asking him for help will only make things worse. And if anything bad were to happen to befall Lady Nozomi, Nozomi? Wait. Rejection symptoms. Curses. What does that have to do with her? Is she okay? Did something happen to her? Why would you think that? Gosh, Takumi, that's some crazy imagination you've got. But Kyoshika literally just said, "Oops, sorry, Takumi, looks like our time's up. You gotta get out of here and head to the next segment. Until next time, bayonara, bayonara." What a reference. Moko hoisted Kyoshika up like a sack of potatoes and hurried away. That's hilarious. Like, yep, gotta go. Nozomi. I could go ask them what's wrong with her, but the way they are now, I don't think they'd tell me anything. And so while they're dealing with her rejection symptoms and she'll probably die or something, we'll continue. My heart wasn't in it. I was too distracted by the idea that Nozomi might need my help. And then it was orange outside. Now we only have 2 more days. So if we're going to have to go to the place, we're going to have to go to the place. Actually, if we go to the place, I think all of those invaders count. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Prepare to spend another. Be ready to give your lot.
I was gonna say, all those invaders at the relay point would count. Now it's day 41. Things were beginning to feel pretty hopeless. I only had today and tomorrow until the next round of the invader hunt began. And if it came down to it, we can keep looking for the QB liquid while also earning enough points. Can we? To stay in the game. Alright, great, a visitor. That's all I need. It was Moko. It seemed like she'd come to continue our conversation from yesterday, although she didn't have Kyoshika with her this time. Hey Moko, what was all that about yesterday? You were acting really weird. If there's something you want from me, just come out and say it. Hey! Okay, well, how'd you like to hire me, Takumi? What? Hire you for what? Where's this coming from? You might not think it by looking at me, but I've got other talents besides my strength. I can handle any kind of job you want. Manual labor's a given. I can cook, and I'd make a great bodyguard when you're going anywhere dangerous. I'm there for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Moko Mojiro, every home should have one. Pretty awesome value, don't you think? I have no idea what she's on about anymore. Why do I have to get saddled with these bizarre sales pitches first thing in the morning? All I'm saying is, I'll work real hard for you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want, so in return for that...
Won't you do something to save my dear friend?
Huh? Your dear friend? Are you talking about Nozomi? Oh, so she did want my help, I knew it. And maybe the physical conditions of other members of the Special Defense Unit? What happened to Nozomi, Moko? That's the thing, I don't really know what's wrong with her. She suddenly collapsed 3 days ago and she's been getting worse ever since. This morning it was hurting her just to breathe. At this rate, I'm worried she might die. And Nozomi can't use the Revival-matic. If she dies, she's gone forever. I don't know what caused this, so I have no idea what to do about it. Doesn't seem like a regular old cold, so I've got to wonder if it's some kind of disease she already had in her. I really need any help I can get, so that's why I came to you. You're from the future, so I figured you might know something about Nozomi that I don't. Yeah, she's got rejection symptoms. Now it makes sense. You were trying to, that's what you were trying to ask me yesterday. Yeah, please talk to me and save Nozomi. I know I've got some nerve asking you for help the way that we've all treated you. But you're her only hope. I'm begging you, save her life and I'll dedicate mine to you. Tears came streaming down her face. Moko got on her knees and bowed her head in supplication. Moko, come, you don't have to do that. Of course I'll help. All you had to do was ask. There's only suffering. I can't just stand by and let it happen. I want to do something. That's what friends are for. Thank you, Takumi. Thank you so much. I gave Moko a tissue to dry her eyes, not to mention her nose. You not to mention her snotty nose. Why are you going to do that to her, boy? Once she calmed down a little, I got to her to tell me more about Nozomi's condition. Based on what she told me, I think I might know what the problem is. It sounded a lot like what happened to Nozomi in my first timeline. Unhealthy parlor, fever, labored breathing. I'd seen her suffer something like this before. It can only mean one thing. If I'm honest, it's just as you said, my condition is due to rejection symptoms. Oh, wait. Can we use the syringes instead of going out then? You know? What are rejection symptoms? Huh? The hemoanima is rejecting me. I think Nozomi is probably going through rejection symptoms from her cryptoglobin. It's not very compatible with her body, so it flares up and gives her a bad fever sometimes. So her body's turning against her? Kind of like with weird steroid abuse? Does that mean that this could happen to the rest of us too? No, this is a Nozomi only thing. It's because she's not an official member of the Special Defense Unit. Official? What do you mean by that? Well, Nozomi's different from us. I told Moko the truth about Nozomi and how she snuck in to join the war of her own free will. Basically the whole story I'd heard from Nozomi herself last time. Her mother was a researcher at Kamakura General Hospital, where she was involved in a project to save humanity, specifically the project involved with transfusing cryptoglobin into human host. Nozomi had offered herself as a researcher to help make the project a success. It's fun that this part of the story is actually still true. But something went wrong and the cryptoglobin didn't bond with her the way that we'd expect. Nevertheless, they continued with their research. The project was eventually shut down by the higher-ups. Nozomi's mother took her own life, and she was heartbroken. After that, Nozomi snuck into the Kamakura General Hospital again and again, trying to figure out the truth behind why the project had ended. Eventually, she found it. The people in charge were building a special squad of youths with the power of cryptoglobin, in other words, a special defense unit. Her investigations led her deeper into the heart of the hospital. In a room packed with strange capsule-like machines, she found us. Realizing that we were the special defense unit she'd heard about, she got in a pod herself. So here's the thing. How bad would they, unless she like pulled somebody out, these researchers are terrible. We're sent here to the planet's surface. She came as well, ending up in the second to last defense academy. To put it simply, Nozomi was never meant to be here. Her mom's experiments were deemed failures. In spite of that, she's been fighting so hard all of this time, and I guess it's only natural that it would take its toll on her body sooner or later. That Nozomi. I can't believe she never told me any of this. Does she really think I'd care if she's not an official member of the team? She's my friend. I'd love her no matter what. Yeah, I knew none of that would matter to you. That's why I felt comfortable sharing this information. If anyone could be trusted with Nozomi's secret, it was Moko. So Takumi, how do we stop these symptom things? If there's any kind of medicinal herb that'll help, I'll run out and get it right now. No, there's only one thing that'll save Nozomi now, and that's cryptoglobin. It's got cannibalistic qualities. In the experiments, we were looking for a way to reduce the rejection symptoms, so we tried getting rid of the blood to consume itself, or tried getting the blood to consume itself. My mother transfused additional cryptoglobin, and then the rejection symptoms stopped. So by absorbing cryptoglobin, we can mitigate the rejection. Is Nozomi gonna like survive? Because her rejection symptoms still came back afterwards. In the one true ending, it feels like Nozomi still might die. Unless they have some sort of actual cure on this planet. That's basically what we need to save her, right? Cryptoglobin. Well, the best way to get more is by defeating a commander. Alright, that settles it. I'm gonna go find a commander and lay the beat down on him. I'll bring him back alive so Nozomi can... Wait, Moko, we already have some cryptoglobin literally right here. Huh? We do? Yeah, I got some at the end of the battle on day 33. I was gonna say, we could use the thing. I handed Moko the prize. So I don't really trust this all that much, you know what I mean? And Moko the prize the sponsor had given me for being in the top 30 rankings. Inject this into Nozomi and her symptoms will settle down, I'm sure of it. The cryptoglobin in the vial looked the same as it did the night I got it. It still had its power. Are you sure you're okay with just giving away your prize? It's a small price to pay if it'll save Nozomi's life. Go on, take it. Man, thank you, Takumi. I don't know how I can ever make this up to you. Don't sweat it, I'm just doing what anyone else would do. Takumi, you really are a great guy. Alright, I'll take it. Thanks again. I'll go to Nozomi's room and give it to her right now. Moko bowed her head one last time and rushed off to deliver the vial, the life-saving vial. I don't believe in that vial, actually. Get better soon, Nozomi. I can't just sit around and worry all day. I still have things I need to do. If we don't find that QB liquid soon. Met up with Yugumu and Tsubasa and we began our search on that day. We searched and searched. But just like before, we failed to find anything. Our respite from the killing game was almost over. We had nothing to show for it. Well, that sucks. Day 42, this is the answer to everything.
Get prepared to be ready to give
One thing I do miss on the original 100 days is that we did have a couple like special days, like 69 was special. I think 42 might have been special. Regardless, day 42 already. This is the last day of our week. Tomorrow is the Invader Hunt. Tomorrow the Invader Hunt will begin again. 3 of us would have to balance our search for the QB Liquid with earning points to stay in the game, if that was even possible. Is that Moko? She's probably come to tell me how Nozomi's doing. I hurried to the door and opened it, and standing there was... Oh, Nozomi herself! Good morning, Takumi! Nozomi, you're alright? Yeah, I feel better than ever, thanks to the crypto globin you gave me. I wouldn't have pulled through if it wasn't for you. I just had to come here and thank you in person. There's no need for all of that. All I did was pass on something I didn't need myself. But since you're here, I probably should apologize. Huh? For what? I told Moko your secret about your past. I'm sorry, I know it wasn't my place to do that, but when I heard you were sick, I couldn't help myself. Oh, don't worry about that. You decided to do what was needed to save me, right? Well, I'm back to normal, so I'd say you made the right decision. Nozomi, Moko came and gave me a great big hug this morning, and she told me, I don't care where you're from or who you were before this, official or unofficial, it's all the same to me. Because right here and now, you're my friend and I love you. Oh man, Moko! Nothing's gonna change that. Oh! I was so happy I burst into tears. Dude, I almost burst into tears, man. Moko! Know that people accept me for who I am. It's so wonderful. Man, if only people accepted Takumi for who he is on this route. Because they didn't, and they still don't. Nozomi's smile was so pure and radiant, I felt myself getting a little emotional too. I really can't deny that by the way, Moko's really grateful too. She's trying to think of the perfect way to pay you back, as she says it. Even Kiyoshika wanted to thank you. So here, take this. Nozomi handed me an old-fashioned envelope with the letter of thanks written on it. Kiyoshika wrote this for me. I was for sure she still hated me. My hands were trembling as I opened the envelope, ready to read what was inside. And then a spider came out and bit me, and I died. Sir Takumi, I offer you my most sincere thanks for saving Lady Nozomi's life. Truly, I owe you a debt of gratitude I may never be able to repay. I wish I could be there to tell you this in person, but I feel too ashamed of my past treatment of you to do so. Though I cannot undo the past, events of the past, rather, I offer myself at your complete disposal that we may create a better future together. I remain, sir, your humble servant, Kiyoshika Magadori. She told me she was willing to do anything to earn your forgiveness. Her exact words were, I will dedicate myself to Sir Takumi's service. Okay, no, hold on. It's not like I'm some sort of feudal warlord. She's serious, I know, because I feel the same way. Huh? Wait, does she mean what I think she means? Say, Takumi?
Would it be alright if the 3 of us joined your team?
No, it's not alright, actually. Obviously, I would have welcomed Nozomi with open arms, but this wasn't a decision I could make on my own. I tracked down Yugumu and Subasu, and once we discussed the matter... Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, welcome to the team. We are stoked to have you girls on our side. Now, are they on just the team, or are they also on the ASA? The anti-sponsor alliance. I'm glad to be on the same team as you again, too. I'm sorry I left the last one so suddenly. The others approved of the new additions to our team without a second thought. If you don't mind me asking, what brought this sudden change of heart? Was it out of gratitude to Takumi saving Nozomi, or is there something more to it? We realized it's going to be hard for just the 3 of us to survive on from here, especially with my condition. And we figured if we're gonna have to sell our services to anyone, we wanted it to be Takumi. Sir Takumi, you are so magnanimous, accepting a lowly wretch like me. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We could definitely use some extra members too, so it sounds like a good deal for all of us. Just remember, Takumi's the leader, he's the one calling the shots. You need to follow his orders, or this team will fall apart when things start to get rough. You think you can do that? Oh, absolutely. Book our matches however you want, Takumi. Takumi, the new general manager. I'm glad we understand. Oh, nope. I'm glad we understand each other. Now that that's settled, once again, welcome to the team. Takumi, how about you tell our new members what we're about here? Okay. Alright, we're gonna tell them the truth about our team. We don't care about this Invader Hunt that much. We're trying to rock this thing and get everybody out of here. The name told them a lot already. We're the anti-sponsor alliance. However, we'd actually given up on fighting the sponsor directly. Our current plan was to repair and activate the escape pod, leaving the killing game behind. So to put it simply, our goal isn't victory, but it's escape. It may sound irresponsible. I have to remember day 53 is the next time that somebody's gonna die. And really in my gut, it feels like it's gonna be 2 people and it's gonna be the twins. But the alternative is complete annihilation. Once we're back on the artificial satellite, we can get ourselves together and we can figure out a new course of action. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm in. Nothing wrong with slipping through the ropes and leaving the arena before they take the belt from you, Lavelle. That is also a CM Punk reference. CM Punk was a quote unquote, this was the summer of Punk, to be honest. 2012? Something like that. Anywho, he slipped through the ropes. He was about to leave the company. They were gonna have, Alberto Del Rio cash in Money in the Bank on him, but he slipped through the ropes, took the title belt, and blew a kiss at the head of the company before running through the audience with the belt. So, you know, it was a good moment. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Moko knows ball. Right, we need to prioritize our lives. So long as we survive, humanity still has a chance. Thanks, guys. What about you, Kiyoshika? Are you okay with doing things this way? No, it must be frustrating to give up on avenging Kurara. Nay, if this is what you've decided, then I have no objections. You are my lord and master now, Sir Takumi. I will follow you even into hell and back. Master? I have made my choice to devote my life to you. Come what may, I am your servant. Your faithful hound. Your word is law. A true samurai follows their lord's orders without question. If you order me to die, I will gladly plunge a knife into my chest. Yeah, no, you don't have to go that far. If you order me to strip, I will gladly bear all here and now. Please keep your clothes on. Don't be so shy, Sir Takumi. I must atone for the past somehow. The things I've said, the way I've treated you, they were an insult to your honor. I need to take responsibility, and I'm prepared to suffer humiliation to do it. No. We're good. We're friends. That's all. Forget about it. Are you sure? This is a rare chance for you to see a nubial young lady's body, no strings attached.
What's the matter? Don't you want to see me naked? Huh?
I'm just actually happy that you're not, like, furious at us anymore. Why are you getting so forceful about this? I mean, it's not like... Oh, no, you talk to me! Takumi, I'm trying to cover for you, my dude. You can't just... It's not like I wouldn't like that. Takumi? I don't believe you, Takumi. I'm so disappointed in you right now. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I was just... In a few short seconds, Kiyoshika had done more damage to my reputation with the girls than all of my past mistakes put together. Had the sponsor sent here to sabotage me. Okay, enough kidding around. Time to get back on topic. A good save. It was a joke. In terms of our immediate plans, we should start tomorrow by... Hold on, Takumi. I think we can save that all for later. Our alliance has just entered a new glorious era. I think it'd be a waste not to celebrate. Why don't we throw a party? A party? Now? Where? Fostering good morale and camaraderie is a part of a leader's duties too. Oh, he brought snacks, and I just so happened to brought along enough snacks for everyone. And I've got drinks too, so they were prepared. They were like, oh, Takumi wants the girls to join? Let's get some snacks, baby. I'll get the drinks. When did you guys... That sounds good to me. I'll take a protein shake, energy drink cocktail. Is there any amazake? I would really allow Sir Takumi to slather me in... First of all, Kiyoshika, Sir Takumi will not be doing that because it's No Nut November. Secondly, what's wrong with you? Get some help. Phrasing, Kiyoshika, do you even think about what you're saying? I'll just have an orange juice. What would you like, Takumi? Oh, I'll have what you're having, Nozomi. Eventually, everyone had a drink and we decided to make a toast. Well, then I now call on our leader for a profound yet tasteful and totally original speech to get things started. Great, no pressure, huh? Suddenly everyone's eyes are on me. What was I supposed to say? I really want this to be a choice, you know? We are
gathered here today to bear witness to the union of a new team.
Yeah, go talk to me. It sounds like you're announcing a wedding or something, but okay. Don't be so, yeah, I was gonna say, don't be so stiff. You sound like you're officiating a wedding. Loosen up, Takumi, speak from the heart. Smile like a president at a press conference and do a double peace sign. Okay. With everyone encouraging me, I felt the tension in my shoulders ease up a little. I've never been good at stuff like this, but here goes. Everyone, thanks for joining the team and agreeing to follow our plan. Even if we have to sacrifice our honor and dignity for it, the Anti-Sponsor Alliance will survive. Together, I know that we can make this happen. We can get back to the satellite without anyone else dying. Let's drink a toast to that goal. And here's to our survival. To our survival! And so far, for the first time in a long time, we let loose and enjoyed hanging out for a while. Things started off fairly quietly, and then, you know, like we were all getting to know each other again. But it didn't take long to descend into chaos. Chaos.
So basically, they lured away a lot of big stars with fat paychecks and creative freedom clauses built into their contracts.
Yep. She is telling the story of the Monday Night Wars.
But that meant they weren't fostering new talent, and when they actually got bought out by their composition... Hey, you listening, Takumi?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm gonna keep it 2,000 with you, Moko. Go on, talk about WCW and WWE all you want. Keep going, girlie.
Moko? That's not Takumi. It's the wall.
Stop it, holy Jumanji sword. You can't go flashing your blade like that in front of everyone.
Do they actually have alcohol here?
Don't look at me like that. I've pledged myself to Sir Takumi. I must remain faithful to him. No! Don't stop!
Kyoshiko.
Oh my! Why are you acting like a bunch of drunks? None of these drinks even have alcohol in them.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't see any alcoholic beverages. Even the bottle that she has there, I wouldn't consider immediately to be an alcoholic beverage.
You can thank me for that.
What?
I added a little of this powder to our refreshments to make everyone extra happy.
Oh my gosh, we're not drunk, we're drugged. Yugamu, stop sneaking drugs into people's stuff.
This goes way beyond happy.
Right, did they have too much of this powder? The party was a spur of the moment thing, but it got pretty crazy towards the end, but it was still a lot of fun. All I've ever wanted was everyone to feel comfortable around each other, to be happy. I was gonna burn this scene into my memory to remind myself of what I was fighting for, what I was trying to protect. I wouldn't let anything tear us apart again. Yes please. I think this is probably a good place to end. We'll save here, day 43. No ending this time, which is unfortunate. I was hoping we'd be able to sneak an ending. But this is going to be a longer route than I expected. This is it, our break from the killing game is over. Yeah, because we've got like this feels like an actual tree. Because like the, what is this one? Yeah, the mystery route up here. Look at how many gaps in memory we've had. Like, we had, like, 10-day breaks and 13-day breaks, and I think we had, like, a 20-day break at some point. I think that's our 20-something day break. And then we're, like, in the 80s. This one we have actually been playing through every single day. Which is fine. I've kind of actually been enjoying some of the storytelling on this route. We could have not saved Rumi. I almost forgot. Well, if we don't team up with Yugamu, I feel like we might die first, actually. So yeah, I was gonna say these two clearly won't go that far. So we probably could have gotten quick endings there. But we're on our whole line right here. This might go to day 100. Was not expecting that, but we might go to day 100 with this thing. All right, that's fine. That is, however, gonna be our episode today. Let me save it one more good time. And next time we'll start with that. I wish, that's another thing that I wish we could do, get the gallery during this time. But I could see, like, if you're in the middle of something, it hasn't officially unlocked the gallery portrait for it, so it wouldn't be in the gallery. And if, like, they're unlocking, like, blocks at a time, then, like, maybe, oh man, we've unlocked 3 of these gallery pictures, and you've only seen one of them right now. Like how I accidentally spoiled myself on Kurara being found in that secret room as well. Anywho, let's go back to the title. Let's just kind of chat a little bit. On the episode. Be gone, you two. So, I think the craziest thing that happened this time was the several different sponsors. Still, only one of them is talking. I thought for a moment it could have been like Darumi being taken by a queen. But I also have to remember on what day they showed back up. Yeah, I don't remember. I'll just look back at the episode, but on what day they showed back up, I don't know. Unless there's like another one just lurking around the school. I mean, there was a confirmed second Takumi briefly, but I think that was a Takumi who's been jumping timelines. That being said, is it the Takumi who knocked us out who was with Hiroko in that room, more than likely? Or was it the Takumi that is, potentially Guy-eyed, because we know one of them is. That being said, that's something that I wanted to mention. I don't know which Takumi we have, because I do believe there's a Guy-eyed Takumi. And I think more importantly, I think there's a world where, like, if Takumi is getting Guy-eyed, I think there's just a world where it can, like, you know, it accesses all of your memories and whatnot. I wonder if it's like able to access latent memories in Takumi, because we have seen now that he's starting to kind of keep memories from other routes. It's been little bits and pieces here and there. Like in the Killer Kako route where we saw her with the axe, and he was like, but it's almost like I've seen this image before or something. Then we went back and we did see that image, and he said something on one of these routes that was like, huh, he is remembering now, you know what I mean? So I wonder if, like, there is a world where, like, his latent abilities are being accessed by this Guy, in which case he would then know, and that was early, like day 5 or something, then he would know about the stuff and the things and the who's and what's it's. And there are also big gaps where he's just out, but I guess everyone's watching him during those big gaps, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Let's look at the gallery. Because at this point, my biggest thing is I don't know what Takumi we're dealing with, because there are several. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give killing games a bad name. These images are kind of goated. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again now. This is definitely going to be our thumbnail, though. I adore this picture. 100 line will probably be in the bottom that corner, and Darumi's probably going to be right above Nozomi and Moko behind that little shelf thing. That being said, I don't think that's a shelf. Maybe she'll be like under the table or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe she'll be like behind the Coca-Cola bottle. I don't know. I'm unsure. I'll figure out where she's gonna go, but for right now, I need to end this episode because I still have to render it. Until next time, Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you for watching. I guess next week we'll be back. I don't know if even next week we're gonna get an ending, because this does feel like it feels like there are a couple of routes that are just like, hey, this is a strong route that we wanted to write a whole like strong route to go to day 104. I feel like they have maybe 5 or 6 of those routes, maybe more than 5 or 6. Well, no, I take that back. They probably have like 5 of those routes specifically. that have like a very strong branch that covers pretty much every day to go to day 100. Some of those routes very clearly are other routes that were like, okay, well this could happen instead, but we don't need all 100 days to do this, so let's just like chunk out these days where Takumi's just out cold, or we'll skip over these days and say he's going insane. So we've had some of that. That being said, this feels like it's one of those strong, let's get to 100 days ending. I don't know how this is going to play out anymore, because I thought we had handled the situation and that this was going to spin off to something else and the other route would be continuing the killing game. But I don't know. I'm intrigued. I am very much intrigued, and I'm glad that Takumi is not feeling like the worst son of a gun in the world anymore. Until next time, I'm taking off. To Flight Crew, thank you for watching.